Welcome to the channel that brings you nipple fuck and
Actually, I think
Gilf
Nipplefoot just got
dominatrix.
missed on the stream
Yeah,
because all I saw
just
was
got
Zach
missed.
collapsing.
Ah!
That's what she said.
Probably missed a nipple fuck then, or?
D&D.
It is.
Look,
Occasionally.
RP and RP is very similar.
Look, I'm just saying, hands up if you have ADHD.
Apparently, I just learned this. Thank you, Casey and Lewis.
Yeah.
Listen, why did you put your hand
Even
up?
Zach knew?
What?
Who are
ADHD.
all of you? How dare you not
Vic,
tell me?
Vic.
Anyone on a
you know-
spectrum of ADHD or autism has kind of like that radar.
Yeah, Vic,
Yeah.
Vic, you know when I said
Yeah.
I knew because
Radar.
I shared the same traits? You're then saying you're surprised about Zach realizing.
Yeah, this game is filled of. I think every single one of us is neurodivergent, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. I struggle to find people who make actually compelling games in D&D who aren't neurodivergent, though.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Was maybe
There's a
that
reason
was
why
the issue.
Radio Free Will refers to me as his quote favorite Chaos Gremlin player.
It seems your sound alerts browser source is offline. Please make sure you've implemented the source correctly in OBS or refresh it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
muted on
you
stream.
mean they didn't just hear all of that?
No, they didn't hear any of what Zach said.
Oh. Okay,
Oh, is it
but
just
they heard
Zach
us.
that they
Yeah.
can't
Yeah, they
hear?
heard us.
No.
Yeah.
It's just Zach.
Yeah, you're working now.
Well, while you're fixing that, I'm gonna step up on my bed here. Grab something.
So there we go. We are all fixed and ready to go. Yeah, it's
Yep.
nice to be back. We've
Can confirm.
Yep. And I think we'd better start off with a summary of last session. Do I have any volunteers? Rob.
Ooh, changing it up.
I know, I'm changing it up. seeing
Okay,
how
I
much
better
Rob
take my
remembers.
notes out of my box next week, or I'm the next one. Okay.
You have put a
well.
target on your back by immediately making a comment.
Oh, bullshit.
Hang on, let me get my notes out. My non-existent notes.
No, that's all right. I personally am in favour of winging it. Go on, let's
Okay.
hear it.
So last time, we were left in a bit of a predicament where we started our adventure where Wayne, Bola, and Alos returned to the correct plane of existence. Not realizing their location, eventually they found out they were in Winimere, the old place that was previously nuked by someone who is currently not here. But anyway, moving forward with their adventures, Alos, using their ranger powers, figured that there was danger along the path and heading towards a sort of ruined village where there was cottages and one of them having smoke coming out the chimney, so, you know, living. They made their way there, but on the way they ran into some issues, thanks to some creative dice rolling antics, thanks to our current Dungeon Master. And on the way, Wayne decided to fuck that over by polymorphing into what was so colourfully named as a undead. Was it
Quetzalcoatl.
That's the one. But not without, unfortunately, taking some demises along the way, where the lovely Alos succumbed to undeadness and whatnot.
Briefly.
A little bit of the first season undeadness, if
Yes.
you will.
But this one seemed a bit more stronger, and it took its toll on Alos. Upon arriving at the that was my Facebook. Upon arriving at the ruined village, they took fire from a dryad which name I can't remember because I forgot to write it down. Charin, who was accompanied miraculously by Saralise and Salva, who managed to defuse the situation. and also tending to Alos's wounds and blight. Upon them, they realized that they had to return to the city. Let's go with that. And which Wayne came up with the miraculous idea of reading the teleportation scroll that they had. Worked like a charm, instantly like that. Came back into the Ewan's End. That's it. I hate you, Zach. I hate you so fucking much. Upon being greeted by the lovely daughter, I've been drinking since then. You got to realize this, Zach. You can't give me shit, okay?
That's okay. That's okay. You're doing well. Let's keep going.
By Merrick's daughter, the deaf one. That's the one. Fuck. Someone want to help me out here? Rayleigh, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Rayleigh.
You got this, Rob.
Who was very, I'm sort of tripping over my words here, but anyway. Who was actually very surprised and very happy to see us all, and also displayed some newfound magic, as with her new casting element, chalkboard that Salvo gave her, was able to cure healing wounds upon someone who I can't remember. Upon which point...
Yep, you're doing really well. You're doing really well, Rob.
So while returning, Salvar got sicked on because, DM being a bastard like that. But before going to cleanups, Salvar decided to do a bit of orgery. I keep pronouncing it orgy, but hey. And trouble was afoot, and they sensed the presence of guardsmen that were tainted. Upon arriving downstairs to seek haven, they ran into Bull's parents, Tara, and Biobro, along with a retinue of his black guardsmen. And it was at that point we found out with scrying and also messaging of the events of Merrick, who is currently on a rescue mission, which will be probably played in the background at some point, and the Weasley guy whose name escapes me because it creeps me out, because when he talks he sounds like he's putting their dick in my ear or something like that, but hey. Anyway.
Oh, darling, you mean Nutella, don't you?
Nutella, yeah, that's it.
Nutella?
To which Salvar managed to arrange with a bit of persuasion in the current game of cards that he was playing at the time to meet them at the market at dawn or dusk, one or the other, and to come alone.
Dusk.
When Bulla says Nutella and he goes, "Oh God!"
And that is where we left at. Oh yeah. Also, Salvar got some new swanky armor, which he's kind of happy about.
I imagine he is. Excellent.
I think I did okay there, apart from missing some few key.
You did amazing.
And then if I remember, we're still down in the basement and we're talking about all of the stuff that different people saw.
Mm-hmm. I believe we're about to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, looking at what I've got here. Sorry, 1 second, because I'm just changing over to some different music as we head off to... Well, we're in the tavern at the moment, and we're heading off into the market in a second. Ah, I like that better.
We were going to discuss what we saw before we left, though.
Yes. Excellent. So, actually, I will change the music a little bit then if we're going to stay for a little while longer. Trying to think what's the best music right now. I hate this because I find... Do you know what? Actually, that's all right. We'll go with this.
It was like over half the group learned different things about the consumption that we don't know that each person knows yet.
And we can't really talk about it either.
So,
yeah.
You're arranging to see the teller at dusk. You've got a few hours in the interim time. I'm going to do a quick time skip to say that some of you were socialising, interacting, having a meal, all of that lot. As you have sort of been settled down, you all gain the benefits of a short rest, if you so wish to use that.
Oh, thank God.
I know some of you need it.
I need a long one, but...
A long one would be a lot more helpful.
Said the actress to the bishop.
Yep.
But anyway.
How many points of exhaustion does Alice have?
4.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's why I need sleep.
Yeah, I
And
don't have.
in this
I don't have-
hour, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from Alos for me.
We just started. What is this?
Hey, Zach, I'm going back and
14.
forth for Opar right now. Just
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. That's you said 14, did you, for the
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Noted. So while you're all gathered down here in the basement, Bulla,
Yes.
a hand sort of wraps onto your arm as you see Charles come and take a seat next to you.
Daddy. Sorry.
He pulls
not
you
not
in.
sexual daddy for
Yeah,
everyone.
no,
Bulla's
yeah.
actual father.
Yeah. It's not daddy, it's daddy.
Yeah.
And you feel this sort of this really sort of comforting tight squeeze as he gives you a little squeeze of his arm, and says, "How you doing, champ?"
I just killed an oracle.
I know, an oracle. Oh dear. I only wish that we could have seen it.
Bola thinking back to literally shoving her maul up her unhinged jaw and just being like, I don't know if you wanted to see that one, Dad. It was a bit rough.
Oh, I would hope for nothing less. He does this little shoulder barge on you for a second as he just like dumph and says,
Barely moves.
yeah. Rubs his arm a little bit after going in for it a little too hard. And says, "Look, I didn't see you much at the forge lately. You've been busy, and I understand, you know. And I mean, I would have liked to have known about the fights.
Shit.
It's
And she has like the whole like daughter panic of keeping something from her father moment where she like kind of slumps down and goes, Dad,
Oh, I get it. It's Mum.
I was going
You're
to
gonna have
tell you.
Convince. You're gonna need to give that one to Mum. I get it. But look, I've made some. I hope you don't mind, but it's been a hell of a week, and I thought. You see that he gets out this little piece of cloth, and he shows you, and you see that he has woven into this cloth a little emblem, and you see it has you down on sort of one knee, holding a guy bent in half like that, going in for the full knee slam in the back, just like boom, boom, like this. And he went, well, you know,
Break the back.
little... And he does a little smile to you and says, well, every good fighter needs to have an emblem.
She'll look at it and just with the most serious face will be like, might have to redo this one. My last fight I took out an arm.
Oh. You see that he looks over and says, I can do something with that. Version 2. I'll get on to
And then she starts to explain. She goes, okay, but like it was pretty cool. And she'll explain that when she missed the shot on this dude and then just backwards swiped her axe to take off this dude's arm. And we'll explain it in detail, but kind of hush so no one like just get. But
Okay.
she doesn't want everyone to know that she was excited that she did that because she did feel bad, but at the same time, she
But
really...
you are whispering. You may be whispering.
Oh no.
Charles is fully going, oh, his bloody arm! And he is laughing and cackling. He is giving no regard to volume whatsoever. He is just too excited.
Dad, no. Not down low.
Oh, sorry, I won't embarrass you. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not embarrassing. It's just, okay. It is pretty cool, though.
I know, right? You see that you get to the end, and as he looks, he says, "Look, we don't talk about things a lot, and I just wanted to catch up. But I did have some information for you and the rest of you that I thought might be helpful."
Yeah. Anything, Dad.
Well, you remember... Well, I suppose you don't. I used to patch your mum up all the time, you know.
No, I definitely remember that.
But I used to patch quite a few people up. And these days, I like to think of myself as a good field physician. Your friend, his hand, her hand, sorry, I've messed up her genders there. Her hand, I recognise it. It's a very, very unpleasant infection. And I don't know, I'm a bit worried about you being near her in such a state.
If there is a corner of the room, Bola will pull him into it.
Yeah.
If there is a corner, even within like 10 feet away of people. And she'll say really hushed, "Do you know what it's called?"
No, I don't know what the official thing for it is. We just used to call it the consumption.
And Bola just gives her dad like a knowing look and go, "It's really not that safe to talk about it here."
Oh, are we being...
No.
Oh.
No, she'll give a cursory glance at Ewan, Wayne, because not Ewan yet, sorry. So messed me up that Ewan was back for a little bit. Okay. Cursory glance at Wayne and just kind of look back at him and go, "What do you know about it? What was your experience with it?"
It used to... It started small. Battle wounds, usually. It spread from weapons. You could have an open wound and be fine with contact. But it only ever seemed to be soldiers, those wounded in battle, that it took a seat in.
What would it do to people? Like, besides make them sick? Anything else?
It destroyed their souls. And I'm not being figurative. It denied them an afterlife.
Hey.
It stole people from themselves and from everyone around them. And it started hands, feet, and slowly but surely would advance through a limb, and then one night while they slept, something else would wake up. A creature. But it wasn't them anymore. They were gone. Long gone. By that point.
How long would it take for that to happen?
No one ever figured it out. I was the closest thing we had to medicine on the camp, and I'm not exactly, high-level apothecarist. I don't have an apothecary. I'm not a physician. I just know some stuff and read a few books. But some of them, it could happen in weeks, some days, some years. Never made sense. You used to get some people that were infected that it never affected at all. They passed away before the consumption took them. But it was there. and there was never any rhyme or reason as to why. I know that the legends say it came from the Great War, but I don't know. It was so strange because no one believed us when we came home to Alavir. We went to the temple, tried to report it. Told us it was gone. There was no way it could have been here at all. So, that shut us down pretty quick.
Okay. They weren't lying to you, Dad. They did think it was gone.
And it's back.
Yes.
And they don't know? God.
I don't think most of them do, at least. But, as far as Alis goes...
You never got to meet your uncle. You did, but you were very small. I don't know if you'd remember him. Do a quick history check for me.
Sure,
Quickly.
that's Bola's specialty.
Zach, you're giving me an aneurysm trying to work out the timey-wimey bullshit of all of this.
Bull,
I know,
no
me
brain,
too.
no
I'm
good.
just like, did you, by the way, before I continue with this conversation, did Alos actually say what she saw in her vision, in
We
her
never
portal?
got to that.
Not yet,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
That is
cool.
not a conversation
Okay.
that has happened.
Let me not meta then. Okay, thank you. That's a 14. Good.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You have this vague memory coming to your head of being... It's one of your early memories of being with your parents and seeing your dad's... You remember seeing your uncle and remember thinking about how similarly they looked. You remember being confused at just how... Yeah, but it's a vague sense. You can't really remember the context, but you have a vague memory coming to mind.
Okay. Yeah, looks like you, maybe a little bit taller.
Yeah, he was. Used to lord that over. He passed away when you were small, from the consumption. Tell you, it scared the pair of us to death. We had him stay over while he was sick. I'd watched it happen to others. We just hoped that something would make him better. It didn't.
I'm sorry, Dad.
It's okay. I had your mother. I just wanted you to know that it scared me when my own brother, or a thing in that my brother's body, came after us. I don't want that to happen with your friend.
Bola ironically thinks about Wayne. Debated on telling him, but then it's like, nope, I won't. Bola will look at him and say, I understand, Dad. I do. Alos is different. I've seen what she can do. I think she is able to control it.
For both our sakes, I hope so.
Thanks for telling me, Dad.
He gives you a little squeeze of the hand, gives you a little forced smile and says, if you're heading out later, I don't mind coming as a scout. Your mother's staying behind, but I can come out and keep watch for you while you go and see this teller.
tell you what. Not this time, but I definitely want you at my next fight.
You got a deal, kiddo. Gives you a little fist bump, smiles, and walks away.
Oh, wait. Is Mom really... Like, she goes, is Mom really that mad at me?
Do you remember when you broke the car playing catch with the boys? Times it by 10.
I thought she would take it, like, you know, with the orc thing and the... Okay, yeah, I'll talk to her.
And he, again, smiles and says, I'm wishing you luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Dad.
And then wanders off. Lovely. Okay. With everybody gathered. So, what would we like to do? You've got a few hours before seeing the teller, and you're all gathered downstairs in the basement at the moment.
I wouldn't mind having a one-to-one with Alos.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, hey, you said you wanted to talk? I know you wanted to speak to everyone, but you said you wanted to speak to me specifically at some point.
For a start, you don't remember anything from the war at all?
I found out some things. Come on, let's go somewhere and compare notes.
Yeah. And yeah, probably the same corner at a separate point, just put aside. It's just like, I don't know how much this is news to you and how much isn't. I know that you were very much around and prevalent prior to the war.
Yes and no.
Because Soren knew you very well.
Right. And when you, I guess that means when you said I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And on that note, prior to the war, that's what my vision was. What was that, sorry?
That's what he meant.
What do you mean?
I am, and I'm not the Dragonborn. I am Salvar, but at the same time, I'm not. I met someone that was completely different to me.
Oh.
Seemed like such a different person.
For better or worse?
Broken. From what I learned, traveling with everyone, the Salvar that was before wasn't me. I saw a broken man in pain, and it tainted him, made him rash, violent, wicked.
Right.
He did speak, though he didn't mention the name, of someone that he had to leave behind him. And I saw a Dragonborn with a broken heart.
That would make sense.
That wasn't me, Alice.
I understand that now. On that though, for a moment, I potentially need that you still have the power to cast sending.
I do.
I don't know where she's gone, and I need questions answered. And I was wondering if it's possible for you to try and speak to her.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Do you really want me to, though? With everything that's happening with the condition you're in.
So about how old would you say I am? As a guess.
Probably older than you say you are.
I watched my birth.
Oh.
The war wasn't a thing in anyone's minds at that point. I have 27 years of memories, but was born over 1,000 ago. That's why I need answers, because there are things that seem to be becoming more prevalent, that there are gaps that I don't know what to do with.
Well, that will explain something that me and you have in common, because I only have 46 in my memory.
And clearly also have even more.
Though prevalent, that 45 of those were in the middle of nowhere amongst corpses, but hey.
No, it doesn't need to be now or today, but at some point soon, if you're able.
Is there anything specifically you want me to ask?
In Ruth's terms, where she is, how we can find her, and is she safe?
Very well.
If that's possible.
I'll try.
Thank you. I'll explain more of what I saw with everyone. Just
She did it to protect you, Docs, just so you know. Why did she cast you out?
I know and I believe I understand why she's done what she's done, but there are things that just don't make sense.
Indeed.
I said I will explain more with the others soon, but right now that's what I needed.
I need to ask you something, though.
Of course.
Just to put some color into the situation. You said, obviously, my other self, I would guess, was close with your mother.
Yes.
I'm not your dad, am I? Or...
No.
Okay.
I saw both my parents. Both are very much satyrs.
Right,
so I don't...
okay.
Soren is not biologically my mother, but the only person I've ever known as one. So you're safe in that respect.
Hey, blood and water. A mother's a mother at the end of the day.
Exactly. I'm going to go and sit back down because I'm exhausted.
Hang on. Let me give you once over, and I'm just gonna give Alos a quick examination. If there's anything prevalent I should keep an eye out for. Zach?
You're muted, Zach.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There we go.
Yeah, right, okay. Sorry, you're gonna have to say that last bit again. I got distracted by fucking mutes.
You got distracted by fucking?
Oh no, I wish.
Who's under your desk?
I'm gonna quick examine Alos, just to give them a quick once over, and just to see if there's any prevalent I need to look out for. But other than that,
Yeah, give me a medicine, please. Then
guidance.
Gonna give them a quick once over. Tis what she proclaimed.
Tis what she proclaimed.
I'm just gonna give myself a high five beforehand. I need
Over.
Alright, so okay. I was not too bad. I got okay, so that's a 10 plus 8 plus 1, so 19.
Alos is already at max health for what they can be.
Yeah, but first seeing if there's anything still going shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look over. What do you find? What do you find?
I just want to point out I never found out about the consumption, so...
No, you didn't. Alos's blackened hands. You can see that you've never really paid much attention to it. Looks a bit bigger than it ought to be. The blackness at the tips is quite dark, but it appears that by the edges where it meets the rest of the skin to be much lighter.
Is it all, like, coagulated, or is it just...
Like it's gathered at the tip and then...
Yeah, it's think of it in the sense of when you get an early and late formed scar. You know how it has different colours.
Yeah.
I'm saying that it looks like it may have grown. It might be larger.
So larger as in mass, or larger as in, like, going more?
As going into more of the body.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like rather than just the hand, like reaching.
That's nasty.
You're right, that is nasty.
Keep an eye on these. Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah. And I feel like I should make light of the situation. I think Ewan would say something along the lines of "Careful when you wipe your ass" or something like that.
I will try my best. And yeah, I'll head over and sit down for a moment just to rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a little examination of my new armor. Do I need to attune to that, by the way?
No, but
Okay.
it does have the donning requirement still.
So I will try sort out the donning requirements while
Yeah.
everyone else is doing stuff. So
Okay.
At a later point during that, if no one else says anything, I would then like to grab everyone other than Wayne.
Well, while you're gathering everyone,
Yep.
if Sarlice hasn't got anything to do,
I think Sarlice is okay.
because last session I summoned my demon.
Yes.
Sorry, devil.
Yeah.
That's important thing to say.
Oh god, yeah.
And I told him to go on a rampage non-lethally.
I need you to roll me a
the
D100.
non-lethal rampage.
I did use his actual name. So
You did, yes.
do I have advantage on this?
You
I do have to pee, so I'll be right back. But yes, I can't wait.
Okay. So the first one's a 50, but the second one's a 15.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
After a while, you hear the "I'm outside."
Good. I will cast invisibility, both on myself and it, because I can do that.
Yep.
And I'm going to walk upstairs out the trapdoor and let them in.
As in downstairs or into the tavern area?
Into the tavern upstairs.
Yeah.
fit.
You could see the devil just like squeezing through the doorway and sort of marching in. I have these for you.
Good.
And you just watch as he drops this big mound of necklaces. You see that he's fully got 14 necklaces. 15, sorry, he has 15 necklaces here that he's gathered from various guardsmen.
Excellent.
None were harmed in the process, although they didn't look very well after I removed them.
What happened to them when you just swiped them off their necks?
They kind of just went limp. It was boring.
Fucking pillow princess.
Wait, you have access to... You see people's souls, yes?
I do, yes.
And what did you see in them?
Nothing. It
Hence
was
the idea that killing them would have
disconcerting.
been pointless, right?
Yes, I know.
Do you see why I told you not to kill them? Because you would have gained nothing for it.
I know. I just like to have a little fun sometimes. Being dragged up here to do other people's
Well,
bidding.
Thanks to you doing what I asked you to do, to the letter, when we find the culprit of who's responsible for this, I will let you out again. And you get to take them.
You see this dirty grin erupts on this devil's face. Those that play with souls are lesser beings. Makes them much greater prize to drag down. Oh,
At which point, at which point, upon you saying that, I just sort of look down at my own chest. You hear that?
You can feel this kind of like stabbing sensation as she kicks back. It's like you can feel it in your throat, as though you feel like tiny little wasp stings are going up and down your throat. It is nasty.
Well, I'll call upon you again another time.
Excellent. Pleasure serving you, and I certainly look forward to you holding up your end of the bargain. I shall see you soon.
Well, I struggle to lie like this, so bye.
Douche.
At which point I will take those necklaces down. And I'll, like, move over to a corner somewhere deeper inside and then uncloak and kind of...
Just sit there, or do you want to do anything with the necklaces?
I'll
Do
sit
you
there
wanna
and wait for Alos to...
finish their part.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely, Alos. You are gathered with everybody there. Is it just you party members, or do you want to drag any of the NPCs in with you?
No, just the party members. Opposite side of the room from Wayne, just basically so Asana can't overhear shit. Right. What did everyone witness in that plane?
I think that you should start considering that you seem a little bit perturbed.
I mentioned this to Salva. Of the first of multiple things, I was supposedly born prior to the Great War.
Shit.
Well, that's
Wait,
that's definitely something. Yes.
does that make you as old as Salvar? Older than Salvar?
No, because Salva,
he's
at the
younger.
point of my birth, was dating Soren.
Oh. Well,
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I'll explain when.
does that make you a dilf, darling?
Wait, does that
No, I am
mean-
not. I am not his child. My biological parents are both satyrs.
Amazing.
More so, the more worrying part is, and like lifting up their hands. I never fully explained how I thought this happened, but effectively, I was almost killed by what I believe was a fae at some point, and I woke up and my hands were scarred from it. Turns out it's something I was born with, called, and I lower my voice particularly for the minute of something apparently called the consumption.
Wait,
I've never heard.
you encountered the consumption?
I
The necklaces are using a perverted type of the consumption in order to power them, to make them what they are.
From my understanding, I didn't encounter it, I use it.
That's what I thought.
What do you know?
I know that the
Yeah.
little mind
Yeah.
control necklace are of a relic from the war that has been turned into what this is now. It was typically used on celestials and infernals, but in order to deal with mortal souls, someone has taken magic and used the consumption to turn it into this.
Right. And
Right. Go on.
Bulla, you seemed to know more.
Bull is gonna sit. Okay. I thought that what I saw was to help Ewan, but apparently is a lot bigger than that. In my portal, was in the body of a half-orc. Not me, clearly. Seemed to be Asana's lover. Or lover for what she needed to do.
Wait, you were in another body?
Yes, I was.
As was I. But continue. Oh, yeah.
No, it's okay. Asana stole something ancient. When I mean ancient, I don't mean you two. I mean older, locked away for maybe millennias. She opened this sort of a capsule, and out of this capsule came a creature. And a ritual happened with Archibald. I saw him too. And they somehow were able to separate this creature's soul with this soul-bound thing, which I found was the consumption. They wanted to, what seemed like destroy it, but it got away. It was released.
Do you know when that was?
Yeah, all I know is it was sometime before our great disaster. And she'll look at Salvar and Sourlies with a meaningful look. She
Yep.
means the nuke.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's all I know. I know that the creature did, when it was released from the capsule, did recognize this Fey folk, spoke in a language that sounded like whistles to me. But that's
Okay.
all I know. And Asana seemed afraid. Angry, even. But it got away.
Right. Okay. Okay. The fact that three of us were shown varying things means that she's likely not done with it. And it's concerning if what you say about the amulets is true. Does that mean someone else either found it or worked out a way to use it?
I don't know.
If Asana didn't
Probably
even
both.
try and... It just, I mean, I just don't know enough information, but it didn't seem like Asana wanted to use it. It seemed like she wanted to destroy it. But I could be looking at it the wrong way.
A quick question. Asana was bitch face McGee, right?
Yes, that's
Bitch face
correct.
McGee. That resides in Wing.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
Salva's gonna pipe up a minute. So this is coming around recently, right?
All I know is what I saw was before our great disaster. That's all I know. Because I was in Winimere.
But recently, this has been happening because of mortals fucking with things they shouldn't be fucking with. and certain tree people who think they can play God.
Well, my dad also said that he saw it during the war when he was patching people up. He just told me that he seen it in action, seen what it's done to people, but it reacts to people in different ways, but it always ends in death, which is...
So to weaponize it, right?
Maybe.
And it was, from my understanding of it, it was a weapon made by the gods. It's the God of War. The reason he disappeared so quickly when he did was because he saw my hand.
Yeah.
It scared him. But
Kind of explains the knife that they were using to try and destroy it.
you mentioned your father said it killed people?
It's putting it lightly. He said that it replaced them, took away their souls.
How long does that take?
He said some people days, some weeks, some years. Apparently, my own uncle was taken in a couple months.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I didn't really know him.
That's why you were so susceptible to the bite.
What do you mean?
The bite, the undead, their bite steals, it infects your soul.
Oh,
And if you already have just a shard that's being corrupted, there's the potentiality that could hasten effects and snowball.
The thing I don't understand then. You want to understand from what you said, so people fought it during the war.
yes. Said not always from open wounds, but it was always soldiers. I believe he even said that some people caught it from their weapons or...
What doesn't make sense then is I was born with it, and Soren knew I would be born with it before I ever saw the light of the world.
I'm going to just re-clarify because
Oh.
I generally won't make a point, but only because I think something might have got lost in translation and it might be my fault,
Okay.
but I will clarify something. Sorin didn't say that you were being born with it. She was saying that the consumption was coming for you, and that it was not safe because it was coming for you. That's why you needed to leave, because she said it will come for all of you if you're here when it arrives.
Oh.
So you weren't born with it, it was coming for you, though.
Okay, quick errata then of... Then why would it target a child? Because if it's just spread through weapons, it doesn't fit that description. If it was...
Because children can be a weapon. They can infiltrate in the most safe of places.
Most purest of souls can be that of the most corrupted.
Perhaps you were its next vessel. It would explain
Children
why
are
you can control
vectors.
it.
Starlight, when
Yes, darling.
when you were there with me, did you hear any mention of the corruption? I was
No.
fixated. No?
That happened after she got banished, Rob.
No, I mean, no, because I was running away. No, because we separated a few times. I kept on following him, you kept on peeking in tents and shit, so... Like you saw him past Sava execute people.
I saw just the one.
Okay.
I have, from what you've said, what is potentially a very bad idea. But I want to ask Ewan, or more specifically, Asana, what she knows.
I was thinking of that too, but
Because what's currently going on with those necklaces doesn't seem to be her doing. And if she seems scared of it, then she might be she might have reason to help us.
I don't think Asana would want to help us, but maybe she would talk to you.
We did rather spectacularly kill her.
Very
But I agree.
spectacularly.
I do agree. She might not want to help us, but she might help you, Elos.
But I will say that it takes quite a bit of effort for Wayne to keep her at bay. To even release her for a second could be bad.
That's why I'm anxious to try.
Where? I'm so blind.
What, Salvar?
What happened to her head?
I think we were too busy
Brett took
with
it.
Rayleigh.
After I severed her head, as a final deal, Brett took it.
Shit.
It's a theory, but Brett might be doing something. It's a guess, but
Look, I don't trust Albrecht as far as I can throw her.
I'm not
That's not
suggesting
very
we speak
far.
to her.
I can throw her very far if I tried.
Yeah. I don't want to involve her, and I don't suggest we do at all, but I'm not saying we ask her aid. I'm saying that she might be playing a part in this from the shadows.
Wouldn't be surprised.
There is magic that I'm familiar with, where I can use a body, providing it has a mouth, jaw, and ask the soul to communicate through it. And since Asana's soul is, from what I understand, it's similar to Wayne's. You have half of his, he has the other half. What if Wayne has half of Asana's soul?
I think it's a bit more complicated than that. From what I saw when they split that creature open that had the consumption, it was almost like it was entangled, but not one soul. It was like it was residing underneath the current soul, almost like a parasite.
I need to explain something. When I was in my domain, I was someone else, and I saw myself, well, someone else. Another Salvar. Maybe a bit shorter, younger, different person entirely. The one that Alas seems to be familiar with from their past.
The one from Legend.
Yeah. I share the same face. I share the same power. I share the same name, but it's not me, it's someone else. Completely someone else. And he told me about why we do what we do on the fields, about ferry the souls to the rest of the other side, preserve those that ain't. I was too caught up in emotions to get a clear answer, but I had my suspicions that may have something to do with what we are discussing now. And if I'm right, it might have been past Salvar and may have given Alos' mother information about them. And one other thing. This may have been Arwen's doing. The god of life and death wants to play their tricks, going to past me. I don't know, but it made me realize something. When we first discovered that Wayne was Ewan, I sensed something. I sensed familiar presence, power. I reckon Wayne's coming was Aubrey's doing. No, it was Arwen's doing. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. All I know is past Salvar wanted to drive the spear through a god's heart.
I mean, that's not uncommon, but understandable in this case.
One thing that still confuses me. Arwen was the one that instructed me to be the caretaker of that battlefield for all those years, for as long as I can remember. They also told me to go and find life. I'm not sure if I interpreted that the right way. Because where I found life, death followed.
There is no life without death, Salva.
True. But I feel like their message, when they said for me to find life, was to go find you, find friends, find family, find love. I think they wanted me to find life for her to consume.
Oh. Well, that does put a damper on things, doesn't it?
I mean, I know that we possess the God Killer, but do we actually have to?
I would prefer we not.
No.
Given what... Okay, question. We do know that when a god gets killed in this realm, like, their domain goes away, right?
Yes, because we had the whole thing about mountains.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I was like, did we... Is this meta-knowledge, or do we actually
The god
know
of the
this?
mountains was killed in the war, and as a result, there are no mountains. The biggest thing you have here is hills.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I don't suggest we go around killing the god of life and death. Personally. I tend to like my life,
Yeah.
and that will probably nuke.
Would that just make us immortal?
or not born at all.
Yeah, I don't want to try and mess with that one.
I don't know which one's worse.
The gods are wibbly wobbly here,
This-
unlike my plane.
This may be the point to ask Wayne his 2 cents on it, as logical as it is, could actually be worth having in a very confused situation.
I suggest we do talk to your mother first. That way, if we do talk to Asana, or you talk to Asana, you know exactly what to ask her. She's manipulative. You have to be clear with her questions. Even though she's caged, she can still do harm.
That much I believe.
Fuck.
So we get Salvar to send sending, then we talk to Wayne, and then we go from there.
I still have to talk to the teller. But yes,
We've got
that.
time.
Okie dokie. So we're going to do ascending then.
The DM cracks their knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to count them accounting fingers.
Oh no, I've got to have.
It's
What them
20
hands do? They count words
I've got a script here. So
Oh, have
How
you?
do you
It's
how do you
24
open up a sending the right way? Is just the first word is just like a 30-second long bitch.
The fuck?
That's
One
right,
word.
because it's
The
based
fuck?
on words,
Yeah.
not based on length.
Oh my god, you could make a sending one word just by adding apostrophes all the way through it. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's up?
Hashtag what the fuck you
So-
crazy bitch.
so basically speak Welsh then.
Yeah,
or
yes,
something like that.
Or, hyphenate everything.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Double your word
So-
count by hyphenating.
Look,
I-
that's how my mom got around my dad saying I couldn't have two middle names. She's like, well, fuck you, hyphen.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Salvar. Alice is worried. Where did you go? And are you safe? She knows about the consumption. She has questions. Be safe, please.
You lose please, but you get everything else.
Okay.
No time. Scheduled for the morning. Brotherhood cleaning house. Sisters absorbed. Hold on. Tell her sorry. Not my choice. For her safety. I love her. And then ends there.
Okay.
It's so gay!
No
Okay.
daddy
That's
Sally.
her child!
Like no nothing.
Number 3. Okay, 3 things. Number 1, I'm gonna leave this one last. I will relay that information last. Number 1. Okay. Number 2, I'd like to do an insight check to
Okay.
see for the tone of her voice to see if it's like haggard or distorted or just
Yeah, go
not
on
what I
insight.
remember it to be.
Basically, if she's possessed by one of those
that's
things.
not good. It's a 10. It's a 10.
Ugh.
She sounds fucking tired.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's about
Um,
all you get from that.
Final question before I relay the information. Those necklaces,
Mm-mm.
do they basically turn people into automatons or...
Unclear at the moment. It
Cool.
definitely... You definitely know that it interferes with free will. Whether they're just like empty vessels or whether the person's still there but being controlled. Like, you know that it's fuckery around that area, but you don't know to what extent.
So their body and soul may be ensnared, but maybe not their mind.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like a sauna, maybe.
so it could be a chance that she may be wearing one of those necklaces. Possibly.
They were being instructed to wear them when we were sort of whisked away to a different
Mhm.
place. So,
I relay what she said and the hypothesis theory that I have.
Hmm. Something's scheduled for the morning.
Cleaning the house or something like that.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Knowing that she's alive is enough for the moment.
Excellent.
To Wayne, then?
To Wayne it is then.
Yeah, unless anyone stops me, I will go over and grab Wayne.
you'll see.
Before
Wayne.
you do, oh, so sorry. Before you do, Bola will kind of take you aside, Alos, and just kind of say, be more careful than careful. Also know that every single moment you talk to her, it hurts him.
If I do talk to her, I will keep it brief, I promise.
Good. Keep it simple and give Sarah
Thank
a
you.
big hug.
And then, yeah, I'll go over and grab Wayne, who is...
In the meantime, because I know about what this necklace does to souls, while that is going on, and I've got the necklaces in front of me, can I... Wait, I can ritual cast Identify, but I only want to do it to try and figure out, with potentially Arcana or something else, what would happen if I was to put one on.
Yep.
I was wondering.
I thought that's where that was going.
Okay. So, you have the time to do that. You are able to cast Identify onto one of these necklaces. I believe Saralai's got the Identify from before, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I was doing it.
Specifically,
I won't
how to destroy it, all right?
I won't go over it a second time.
The reason why is because obviously my Identify is me basically forcing Asana to tell me what something is. So I'm using it to try and...
Make an Arcana check and a Persuasion check.
But
okay.
Mine,
all right,
for clarification, was legend lore and
legend lore. That's right. Yeah.
Got it.
Along with Identify.
So
this will still give us more information.
With the Persuasion check...
All these sick people.
Well, actually, with both, I'm going to add knowledge from a past life because I'm essentially going to use my knowledge that she has to manipulate her.
Amazing.
Yes.
So, the persuasion check, 19 plus 9 for a 38 plus 6. No, 34 total.
34 total.
The Arcana check...
So she goes through a really accelerated Zuko arc that happens just instantaneously, and now she's your friend.
Everything is a dirty 20.
That's right.
Nice.
That is fucking stupid. That is ludicrous. I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hate this so much. Yes, the Identify spell. You happy?
I will be when you tell me exactly how this will affect our relationship. Our very personal relationship.
Unfortunately, I may be clever, but I'm not that clever. They are using designs of mine, but they've changed them. These look different. Something has changed since I last made.
Speculate.
Well... it would either rip one of us out, giving the body over to the other, or both of us. I don't know. But as my understanding of these necklaces work, it would not leave it empty behind. If you were to be ripped out of here, I would be stuck with whatever the consumption is in here. I've never viewed it inside a pure vessel before, so I do not know its
I'm
expression.
sorry, how long have I had the consumption?
You know, you are remarkably intelligent sometimes, young Master Ewan.
No, I was always intelligent, I just wasn't arcane, so therefore you didn't think I had any merit.
Oh, no, you've always had a certain level of intelligence. I remember that from the early days doing runs. But it took you a long time to figure that one out, didn't it?
When did you give it to me?
I didn't. That part was an accident. I kept you nearby. Kept you close.
So you had it, and by virtue of the fact that it is a soul-based disease, my little trick with transferring Rayleigh with myself resulted in me having it.
Yes,
Does Rayleigh have it?
most likely.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It's a good thing they're coming over
If
right
she
now,
wasn't
because
already dead, I would
have-
personally kill her myself.
It's a good thing that they're coming over right now. Because I had just as good a reason to put this necklace on and then soul cage whoever popped out. Just so that neither of us went over to that fucking ball.
Oh, you are delightful. I do enjoy these chaps. Like many things, I share it liberally. You may feel like you won, but I always win.
It's really irritating that you got to keep your sass.
I know, it's amazing. Oh,
I just wish I could retaliate. But ultimately, the thing that you ripped out was my personality. You had to make room somewhere, right? There's only so much that ego can fit into.
whoopsie daisies.
Zach.
At that point, Alos,
Mhm.
you arrive over to Wayne.
At that point, there is this weird moment where I'm gonna say, even with Wayne's like natural sort of vacant expression,
I will
Wayne takes off the helmet
Oh shit.
and just
Okay.
sits.
I will say this, because this has happened on a few occasions now, and it does meet the criteria, so it's going to happen again. How does Ewan feel about that information?
It's deeply upsetting, for one. He realizes ultimately very quickly that he did not cause Rayleigh to have what she has now.
Mm.
He just simply accidentally took it from her. So if in essence it was he know that he still did the right thing,
Mm.
but this soul consuming, he's basically, I hate to say it, but he's basically just been told that he soul herpes.
Mm. Yeah. I'm.
No, more like soul HIV because
Yeah.
I was.
herpes doesn't kill, it just
Yeah, I was gonna say, some sort of joke about sharing it liberally like syphilis. Yeah, no, I'd already realised the same thing as well. Yeah.
But ultimately it's one of those things where
Everyone's
there's
sick. Everyone needs their doctor.
there is a deep anger, and it does come out in the form of, while his face remains vacant, there's that like the like dim green light that sits behind his eyes seems to like flicker a lot, and then just, you know when you cry out of sheer anger and frustration?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's just black tears down his green face.
Mm.
Question. You're taking off your helmet in like the main room.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh
Okay.
my. So I
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
walking
Okay.
over.
Just in
Hold
front
on,
of
no. Back the fuck up a minute. Hold on, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. Who am I gonna ask? Do you know what? Seeing as you've been so vocal, Vic, you can do the roll for me.
Wait, 1 minute.
Can you roll me a luck
Okay.
check quickly?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Alos has never seen Wayne take off its helmet before either.
No.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to describe.
Give me a wisdom
That's-
saving throw.
Wait, how many-
Charisma saving throw.
Wisdom's.
For Alos.
Oh,
Charisma.
fuck.
Charisma.
Quickly remind me how much of Ewan's face is left?
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
It's
all
quite-
like basically all of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've seen Ewan and now see that cool
Mm.
charisma saving throw.
Yeah. What's the luck check?
It's a 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Zach, Is this against a spell?
No.
Then that is a 9.
Yeah.
Alos, you feel the vibes in the air change the moment the helmet comes off.
Wayne does not pass the vibe check.
No, because you see Wayne, vacant, sallow, dead Ewan. Basically, it's just Ewan, but destroyed. It is truly horrifying seeing the crevices that once made eyes now with light in them instead.
I mean, he still has eyes, but they're glassy, and then behind them is where the, like, unnatural green glow is.
Yeah.
And so, failed Christmas saving throw does what in this case?
I just realized it looks like Viego.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Failed Charisma saving throw isn't doing anything other than the fact that you are now frightened.
Yeah, that lines up.
He has crying black blood too, so that's a thing.
That's why I'm and that's part of the reason why I kind of added this in. And before you continue, the luck check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You just hear a series of people go, "Oh my fucking god!" And there is just a bunch of people just jumping out of their seats, moving back away from the corner as people rapidly realise who Wayne is. As a room filled with the last remnants of Winimere, of all these people that had survived Winimere, all look
because
at
of
their
this
fallen
person.
hero. Yeah, they're looking at their fallen hero that doesn't seem to be quite so fallen, but definitely isn't them anymore.
Still fallen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also realised how Aeolus would react in fear of Ewan. Wouldn't immediately kick right back into the initial thing of meeting meeting Wayne, of fucking undead.
Since we didn't go with Alos, I imagine we stay close by to like eavesdrop. Upon hearing the commotion, Bulla will come in.
I would say by that point you feel the air around Aeolus is cold as I'm reaching for the inside of my jacket.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you there, sweetie. We'll just not like brutally, but like with enough like kind of like if a friend was trying to stop a friend from doing something stupid kind of thing. Just like we'll stop Aeolus and we'll kind of look at everybody. Did anyone else come with me? Or Salvar? Or
with
Starlize? No.
With a
Starlize
20,
will come with.
With a 23 on a wisdom saving throw, I think he's kind of going to clock back and see all these people looking at him with this, like, fear, almost, and then just slowly reach for the helmet and, like, you know when you drag something across a table deliberately to get the, like, noise? It's that, and then, you know, slamming it back on the head.
Before you slam it on the head, Bulla will actually say no. No. And I don't know if that stops you or not. But she'll look at everyone and go, he did die. For everyone in this room. And this is what he became because of it.
He sacrificed everything for us all.
There is an eerie silence in the room. There is a proper eerie silence in the room. As people exchange looks, side to side. Eventually, you see one of the surviving Black Guardsmen, well, former Black Guardsmen, stands up, looks around and says, "And you all knew the whole time?"
No.
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 Not the whole time.
Someone else stands up on the other side of the room and says, "We would have helped. You deserve
there's
that
not
much."
There's not exactly a good time to go, "Oh, hey, remember our dead friend? He's back, but weird."
You that knew was for the better, in case it brought danger upon everyone for the wrong reasons. Speculation. We are sorry. But it's for everyone's safety. Even yours.
Tara didn't even know. He kept this to himself for a very long time. Until he couldn't anymore.
You can hear people chattering. And eventually, Barbara stands up. Takes a few steps forward. I think I can speak for everyone in the room. Doesn't change what we did to honor Ewan. Ewan fell for us. Just not in the way we thought. And
No, I did.
hopefully we can bring you back. We can all bring you back.
In the meantime, since everyone was off doing their own thing and avoiding me like they did before, which is fine, I understand. I'm the only person who's been confirmed dead in this room before you knew who I was. Look at the table.
Don't be a
We'll
mimic.
look
don't
at the
be a mimic.
table.
There's
And
50
the necklaces.
of the necklaces
Yeah.
all sprawled
Oh.
out over the table.
They're
Oh,
looking.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot more than we had. We've now have a
Yeah,
total of 16.
that's a lot more than we had before. Wait, how'd you do that?
We've got 16 of these motherfuckers now.
Now, here's the interesting part. And again, Wayne sounds like this because he doesn't have his helmet on, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like there's no reverb, so it's just breathy. A lot of people here know my current condition. For those of you who don't, I have 2 souls right now. These necklaces are designed to extract souls from bodies and place them in a nexus somewhere. I have a method which allows me to trap souls. I could put one of the necklaces on as I cast the same spell on myself and see what happens. Because it'll either be me or it'll be the person who's imprisoned inside me.
Too risky.
The only
No.
risk is the fact that you kill me again.
Not the only one that can do what you want to do, by the way.
I'm literally all ears for another idea because I can't take the taunting.
Funnily enough, that's why I want to speak to you.
You mean you want to speak to her?
Yes.
Can I come out to play then, Ewan?
Don't use the nice voice, you're so... Holding the lantern up. Wayne kind of takes it in both hands and like presses it to his chest. So that there's almost like an area where her visage can appear. And like he clearly goes vacant. and like she'll still have to talk through his mouth, but
Yep.
it's like you see a face.
Does it have a jaw?
Yes, but it's ethereal, like the rest of her.
Right.
I'd say the bottom jaw's a bit more transparent than the rest.
Okay, good.
Keeping to what I
Oh.
promised to Bulla, as soon as I see her, I start talking. Like, even if she tries, I will be cutting her off of, what do you know about the consumption?
You see that her face appears, and at the same time as she moves her head there, Wayne's head moves in rhythm with it. And you can hear her as she says, "Oh, now this is a party. I don't get let in charge of the body. Christ, do I have some junk in the trunk. Woo!"
Starlight is just making this really like confused. Like she knew about Assad and everything, but she's just like, I'm questioning my life choices at this very moment.
Answer the question.
Oh, spoil sport. Consumption is an infection, particularly nasty one, created originally as a practical joke. It was a weapon that Arwen wanted to use against his brothers. It turned to be a little bit more effective than he anticipated. He cast it from the upper planes, and we were plagued for it. For tens of millennia, it rampaged through the Isle of Holt, through the material plane. But it got trapped and stopped until it somehow escaped one day. The infections didn't rise as I tracked it. Couldn't find where the damn bugger had gone for the whole time. Then one day I'm out in the forest, some strange fae comes forward, jumps me. I wake up and I am infected. Tracked a couple more cases, but never found the vessel. However, from what I saw, my late husband was able to take samples from me and infect creatures. We created our own strain of the consumption. We changed it. I wasn't the vessel, but I was able to make myself a vessel with command. That is how I created the Black Guardsman in Winimere.
And that's how you dealt with those fucking zombies.
Yes. I created them from the consumption, whilst not strictly the same thing. I used my discoveries from the consumption to master the techniques.
So what I'm hearing is you're just a cheap fucking knockoff.
Fucking shots fired!
Oh, someone
Absolutely.
put firecrackers when they made you, didn't they? Ooh,
Um,
chills.
Someone's able to see everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically half wild shape my hand to make the effect of the gnarled spikes coming out and shit.
Even you just watch a shock. Her, like, all of the bravado disappears from her face as you just see this almost deadpan shocked look on her face appear.
Cat dot your tongue.
No, just me.
Oh, shut up. I'm enjoying my time out front.
Good thing you can't use the legs. I'm holding those steady.
Oh, God, you know what I would do if I had these legs. Oh. Anyway.
That sounds dirty.
Oh, yeah. She looks over at you, Alice, and says, "Now, when did you pick up that trick?"
You were looking for the vessel, weren't you?
I believe I found it. Oh. Oh. Oh, I want to swap. You and I want to swap now. Can I switch over?
Depends. Do you want to put the necklace on? Let's play Russian roulette with our lives again. See who wins this time.
Oh, as tempting as that would be, I'll be out of here. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, there's another thing that these all need to hear, don't they?
Oh, what would
But I feel like they need to hear it from you.
Oh, what would that be? I could just, I wonder. As she cackles to herself. Wayne is infected. I was infected, and so Ewan's soul is infected. Even if you get your little friend back, won't be for long.
Enough about me. It's the other one.
Oh, yes, the darling girl. You fought so hard to save. In the soul transference, she also is contaminated. I don't know for a fact, but she probably has the consumption. Has anyone checked?
I'm gonna go find Rayleigh.
Rayleigh is down here as well. Obviously, she can't hear any of this, so hasn't caught on. But Tara hasn't even flinched yet. She is just like solid. She is just like rooted to the fucking ground at the moment. As you see that she just like is glaring daggers across the room.
Tara.
You go to Rayleigh. What are you doing to go to look at Rayleigh?
Well, actually, I'm gonna do two things. One, I'm gonna go past Buller. I'm gonna say, "Don't let Wayne do anything stupid. Promise me." I'm gonna take Rayleigh out of the room, and I'm gonna just like give it a once over. I just like calm her down, but I'm gonna like give it a once over, check her hands,
Yeah.
check her eyes, pupils, and things like
Medicine check, please.
that. Guidance. Two
Yep.
fucking right.
Tara.
She doesn't speak.
My predicament
25.
as a part of this is she took away my ability to feel and she took away my personality. In doing so, she made room for hers. So please, hit me and her to your heart's content. Because she's the only one who'll feel it.
I'd really rather not. If you're gonna go all Hulk out on me, you know, I'd rather you saved it for late. At that point, you just see Merrick's dagger flies across the... One of Merrick's daggers flies across the room and just lands, like, right into your throat, Wayne. I didn't do an AC roll there. I didn't roll against the
I
AC.
assume it hits because mine's 17.
Yeah, no, it probably would have hit. She had a plus 11 to that particular roll, so... But I didn't roll just simply because I'm also thinking you're not really doing much to evade it at this point either. So it is just
I'm basically using the help action on anyone who wants to hit me right now because I'm holding her leg still.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Bola will definitely look away when that lands into Wayne.
Wait,
Yeah.
when I was out, did we get told that Rayleigh has the consumption?
Mhm.
I'm
Yes,
assuming?
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starlight is going to go up to Wayne and go, "I'm sorry, Wayne," and then just punch straight in the fucking face.
Straight in the face. You just hear her going, "Ah! God, will you stop that for ever, love of the gods! Oh!"
I shot your throat once. Ewan slit your throat once. Do you think I won't do it again?
You see that she takes the hand and pulls out Merrick's dagger, just over that. Oh! Okay. Probably not the right audience to be bragging in front of. Duly noted.
So words you should use. These are all the people's lives you ruined.
You're welcome.
You. I'm going to intentionally fail the saving throw as I synaptic static myself.
Oh my god.
Mop.
Mom.
Mop. She's just there, like, trying to. You just watch for a few seconds, and she's just like, oh, okay. Point taken. Just don't do that one again.
Do you want to go to Rob with the medicine check?
Rob, you're
Yeah.
looking her over.
Mm-hmm.
You take off her left shoe and see a long black mark across the sole of her foot that runs up into her ankle.
Oh no. We take a break.
We can. And on that lovely note,
I was gonna say one thing to Asana, but we
can do that after, because I have more as well. So
okie
Yeah.
dokie. That's been. Pardon me. Sorry. So that's us for now. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you all later.
See you after the break.
Mood.
We see all of you fucking people with your raids and your biddies and
I
your
know.
popularity. What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I know. What
Thanks
exactly
for
do you think you're playing
seeing
at? Hey! I know, it's great. It's so great for you to all be joining us. We are all here with that grade A emotional damage.
Yep.
Yep.
As we've just found out that Rayleigh, daughter of one of our other PCs, is infected.
My goddaughter.
Yes, your goddaughter.
I'm gonna call for Starlight.
Someone needs to clip that moment where Wayne said, "Wait, how long have I had the consumption?" Because that was just a passing thing. Because I said it in my head. I was like, "Did she say?
Yeah. Yep.
Did she just say?"
That was amazing. That was just like top.
But I'm dead, so there's nothing to consume, so I'm just sat with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a carrier.
Back.
Oh, because I'm undead.
Yeah. Back into the conversation with Asana. Bulla, you had the thing to ask before I go on a
hold
tangent.
on, let me like drop myself into Bulla and not to the metaverse. No. I will wait until you are done.
Okay. Two questions for you, Asana. First of all, when you split the consumption from that being, when was that?
Oh my days, this would be a few hundred years ago now. It was quite some time ago.
Prior to the war?
Prior, yes, prior.
That lines up. Second of all, you mentioned you got infected because of a fae.
Yes, a little upstart spritey thing decided to just jump out of nowhere. It was quite
Wonderful.
embarrassing.
Wonderful. Why aren't you dead if you've been infected for so long?
Well, trade secrets, honey.
I'm still here, so I'm not exactly going to be using them, am I?
You can't get consumed if you're dead.
No, you cannot. Thankfully, though, I'm okay. I made something of a little bargain. Easily done.
Well, that's all I need from you.
Excellent. That conversation was getting boring.
Starlight.
Yes, dear.
I need you here.
Does anyone else want to speak to Asana before Wayne pops her away?
Sure. Bulla will just like slowly, like muscles twitching with anger, rage threatening to come out.
Oh, I see the girlfriend's come over then. As she looks over.
Starlights can't rage, but same.
I make eye contact with Bulla, and then, while there's no emotion, Wayne smiles.
There is emotion. I'm telling you right now, you are getting some emotion at the moment as you hear her saying
In that case, Wayne smiles, and Wayne casts Minor Illusion on his face to make it look like Asana's. Punch me.
Bulla will grab Wayne Asana's jaw and will squeeze with about 80% of her strength.
Oh, okay, so, yeah, that's a lot. So you just hear this, God, get off my fucking jaw, Jesus, okay, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Oh.
Hey!
And she'll just kind of like, oh, hey!
Hey, we got gifted, so we got gifts up, and now we are on the hype train, baby!
Hype train! Thanks, guys. We love you guys.
We love you so
We
much.
love
That's
you.
Thank you, guys.
That's
For real.
amazing.
Right, squeeze. Shut up. Right. She says that. And we'll kind of even like lift Wayne to eye level. And she'll say, I know you remember the pain of me smacking your jaw across the temple. It won't be nearly as painful as me ending your soul. and you think you're going to get out. But don't worry, you will. I'll make sure of it. And she'll drop Wayne.
As you let go, roll me intimidation with advantage, obviously.
I love Bola. She's just as angry as I am. Okay, sorry.
Internalized anger, external.
Yes.
Oh, I can.
That is a 25 intimidation.
Yes!
God, do you not keep a leash for them, Ewan? Ah!
I don't need to. They're perfect as they are.
Oh yeah, fucking
Boom!
goals. Fucking goals. No, I'm sorry. DM inspiration immediately to both Lewis and Vic on the spot. Right?
Oh my
This
God.
is amazing and I love this. I'm fucking here for it.
Bola
So-
will smile at that.
Yeah.
Getting up off the floor, because I imagine I do start to feel pain for the first time in a while.
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
pulling the lantern off of my chest and doing that slow. Oh. I have a hole in my throat.
Yeah, you do.
Can you do the thing with the hands, please?
She'll lift and she's like, hasn't had a long rest. So no, I can't. I dumped it all into
I will walk over. I have a spell slot left.
Wait, never mind. I'm affected anyway. Go nuts.
Yeah. We'll place my hand around your throat and cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Harder.
Feel something.
The only time I feel anything.
You get seven
me
hit
harder,
points.
mommy.
As I don't know harder, but you know when if you dig in just on either side of the esophagus.
Yeah, stab me with your infection claws. Do it.
I'll do this with the. I imagine Wayne's insight is high enough to realize there is part of us that is enjoying it.
No, it's an 11 right now.
Oh shit! No. Well, for anyone else, I think I know who that Fae
Holy
is.
shit! All these donations. Sorry.
I know.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
of these
no.
itty bitties. We love
This is
these
amazing,
bitties.
guys.
Bring them in.
Bitties.
Hey.
I think I know who that Fae is.
How?
Same way I got infected.
But I thought you.
What's
It was
the name?
hunting me. I walked into a forest. I met a Fae surrounded by skeletons with corruption all around. I thought I died, and then I woke up with scars covering my hands and feet.
What is their name?
Never found out, but I know where to find them.
Do we go there or do we try and fix me first?
We need things in order to fix you.
I mean,
Things we
also
have to
need
find.
We also need to fix the city.
The city should be easy enough.
The
As soon
cities.
as I talk to. No,
That's the easy part.
it should be easy enough. Once I
Actually-
talk to the teller tonight.
The problem is the city is already gone. The government is gone. It's Winimere all over again. The thing is, once we manage to fix this thing, it's probably just going to be called New Winimere at that point.
All we have to do, take out the religious leaders. That should be easy enough, to be honest with you. Especially if I have the alliances that I think I do.
I
Put the
can.
princess in charge. We take care of the Krakens. I could probably do that single-handedly.
You're doing it with us.
Jimmy, I'm sorry.
I have
Jimmy's so
Yeah.
confused.
No, Jimmy's not confused. Jimmy was in part of Winimere in the future. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah. Bulla, I I hate to add more bad news onto an already horrifically bad day.
I'm dead. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Your friend Merrick, his
Yeah?
hand, if Rayleigh's got it, and his hand looks as shit as mine,
Deal with it when we come across it.
You're using the corruption to traverse planes. Because it's a divine thing, you can use it to slip between.
that would explain how we got to witness Fuller's fight then.
But it doesn't explain... Oh, God. How did Sarlais get here?
Shit.
We all just turn and look at Sarlais.
Starlight, when was the last time that you looked at your hands or feet?
Bulla usually always
Salvar
has
looks
boots
at
on.
me on a regular basis, so what does Salvar say?
Oh,
You
shit.
also have a deep red skin tone. So showing on black wouldn't look... Well, don't you have black nails, naturally?
Yes. Yes. And
Starlight.
lips.
I mean this in the least creepy way possible. May I please see your feet?
Oh, no. What if it's more than that? What if it's
See
literally...
Salvar's head just raise up and
It's
like,
it's caught on Holt, right?
Yeah.
What if it's literally anyone who uses extraplanar travel gets infected?
It would be the best way if it was created to be an infection. It
It
would,
sits in the realms
attach-
between...
Bulla,
and it-
yeah.
you got taken alone through an extraplanar portal,
Yeah.
and then came back with
It's
two
entirely
people
the-
that are infected.
It's entirely the wrong context for this, but can we see your feet too?
Yeah.
And your back?
Yeah. But basically,
Yeah.
I'd like to examine both of their hands and feet to see if there's any signs of the consumption.
I will clarify as well that as you learnt from lost my frame of reference. Hold on.
Asana or Soren?
No, neither of them. It was Charles. Yes, that was it. Sorry.
Right.
As Charles sort of
Charles.
explained, is that it's any of the extremities, and there are more extremities than just hands and feet.
Knowing
I want to
that
look at the end of Sarlais's tail.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god!
I need Saralise over here right now to translate shit for me for Rayleigh so I can ask her how long she's had that thing on her foot for.
being not horny,
Mm-mm.
technically our boobies extremity.
Oh.
I'll say for the
We're gonna say that for the sake of argument.
Fucking
that they're
Wayne
not
sat here being
extremities
like,
for this
why
point."
did you pick a time when I had no feelings to
Okay.
be horny?
Because Bola is just like not very smart, so she's just like any extremities. She's about to
Yeah.
strip naked.
I would say, in reality, yes, boobs are extremities, but not in D&D. For the sake of this,
Okay,
we're just gonna skip over the
Salva.
titty issue.
Can I see your dick?
Toxic titties.
I will personally
I'm just gonna reply
expect
to I
that
lost
one.
Wash your mum.
No, but realistic. I will check.
No, you don't see. Realistic.
Check
What?
Sarlais and Bulla's extremities for signs of the corruption.
For
I am
sure.
assuming that Salvar has it from that much time on battlefields.
So as you're checking Saralise and Bulla, do you know what? What I'll say actually is Saralise and Bulla, you make the check. Alos is giving you both the help action, so you both have advantage.
Okay.
This is a medicine check.
It's advantage, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skip over the titty issue. Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear myself say it as well, but I've just seen it in the chat. I'm like, yeah, that was a that was a good one.
Look,
Bulla got
you
a
expect
16.
anything less out of this fucking game. The
I
shit
know.
we've said.
While they're doing that, I'll shout over to Merrick.
Who's not here?
Who
Areolas of
threw
Doom.
a
Stop
knife at
talking
Wayne.
about
No,
them like
no.
That
that.
was Tara's.
Oh,
That was
She's doing it.
Tara threw one of Merrick's knives.
I need someone that speaks sign language.
Starlize.
You've either got Saralize, or you got Wayne, or you got Tara.
Tara. I
Well,
shout
that's
for Tara.
a
then,
nat
because they're
20
busy.
on my obsidian die.
No.
Actually, Tara being her mum,
I
she
have
could probably turn
16.
around and say she's always had that. It's her
Yeah.
birthmark.
So, Tara comes over and you point out the mark, to which Tara says, I mean, I hadn't noticed. I could have sworn I...
Need you to ask her how long she's had it for.
She signs, asks how long. She replies by saying that she got it when she came here, when she came to Azarok.
Before or after? As in, did she get on arrival, or did she get after dealing with Asana?
She on arrival, but you have to remember this is the difference between her spotting it and whatnot. So she first noticed it when she got here to Azarok.
Probably has like trauma amnesia as well of
Yeah.
like anything
Yeah.
before.
And as with any infection, it takes time for symptoms to display, so you don't know what the relevant time period is for
Yeah.
something to appear, for a mark to appear.
Okay, one more thing. Well, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna do next, and then obviously we can get to Starlight. I'm going to go and speak to Navi.
Ah, nice.
And everyone witnessed this talk from Asana too. Everyone in that room.
Yeah.
So that could be helpful, honestly.
Yeah. Starlize,
Yes.
were you doing anything? Sorry.
Just doing the
The
check.
medicine.
Okay, so you got the natural 20
Star-
on your check.
But yeah, when
Oh, and
Starlight does the
16
check,
on mine.
she very specifically says, "Be very careful with my tail. It is very
I'm not touching it.
sensitive."
It's also mine. Anyway.
So, Saralize,
Yes.
you're...
Do I
You're
look
looking
like I
for
have a
the
new
mark.
freckle?
No, because, roll check for titty infection. Chat fucking sends me constantly. You're sort of looking all over. Alos is helping you to look. Something that you've never really paid any attention to.
Very quickly, by the way, I'm specifically not touching Below or Starlize when checking in case they don't have it.
You don't see any marks. You do recognize something else, though. You know from your marks that whenever there's been movement around it, the skin hardens,
Goes Talon-like.
no,
Yeah.
it's got a yes, but
Calcifies.
no, not quite calcifies. It's
Callus?
Congeals.
No, close.
Coagulation.
No, so close. Right, cartilage. You have cartilage in your
yeah.
nose.
Yeah.
When you get cartilage deposits in the
Cauterized.
skin. Oh no, close.
Cauterize.
It's a fuck it. Doesn't
It
matter.
does a thing.
It does a thing.
I don't
it
know what
goes
you're talking
hard.
about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Keloidized. It forms
Okay.
a keloid on the mark.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, keloidized. Right.
It goes hard. Freezing.
Yeah, phrasing. So, and you notice that in a rather long mark across the tail is this keloidized skin that goes up in quite a long mark that covers sort of, I think the top, I would mean fifth of the tail end.
Okay.
No pun intended. The tip, the full as fifth of it. Yeah.
Oh
And,
god, the tips rock hard.
and Bulla?
Bulla is all clear. You have not even a hint of evidence of infection.
I am a paladin too, so I don't know if that helps. Don't know.
Paladin-ness may
So
help.
the answer is Starlight yes, Bulla no. Great.
I will then, while I'm working out, and will say to this, I don't know the people in this room well enough to ask them this, but anyone that came from Winimere might be infected.
Have any of you had black marks appear on your skin that you can't seem to wash off, or any sections of flesh which have gone hard recently?
You see a couple of the soldiers put their hands up, as does a few other people. including
Sadly,
Navi.
anyone who used to be a blackguard definitely has it.
These black guardsmen were the surviving black guardsmen from last time that weren't caught up in the previous mess. So
They weren't caught up in the mind controlliness. Cool.
No,
Okay.
these are the black guardsmen that survived the mind control. That got away from that. Yeah.
Because they took out the Winimere section. Remember?
Does Biobra have it? Because I ended up chopping off his fucking leg.
Biobra doesn't. No.
Okay.
Biobra doesn't seem to, but you do see. Sorry, when people put their hands
it.
up, several people. In the
Salvar
crowd put
has
their
it, and you and
hands up,
Salvar.
including Navi, who pops her hand up as well.
Okay, but
no,
that's
not
not a fucking
it.
weapon.
So,
Okay.
interesting question then.
Wait, do I have it?
Most definitely, probably, because if you
Yeah.
survived through the war,
I was going to say that I'm willing to bet a lot that you've got it.
You can do the check if you want to, Rob.
Does everyone have it except Paula in this party? Are we serious?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check myself over.
Cool. Give me that roll, baby.
Guidance. Is this medicine or?
Yeah, medicine.
Holy shit, that is a natural 20 plus the 4. Max.
Nice.
Good job.
We love to see it. No, not a hint.
cleric.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, paladin, cleric.
Oh no, specifically, a cleric of the
Then
god who
how?
created it.
How
Mhm.
the fuck? How the actual fuck did Sarlize get it?
Interplanar travel, as Wayne
Um,
suggested.
You know the god. Wait, Salvar. Salvar's upstairs. Message.
Salvar's in the other room. Like literally, I literally went out the door.
Yeah.
With
okay,
Rayleigh,
then
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of going that way, I'm just gonna message Salvar. It's Salvar.
I don't know what you said.
Salvar, are you there?
You can see me. I'm
Yeah.
literally in the doorway.
I wasn't sure if you were, busy. What is the demeanor of your god?
Life and death.
No, that's the domain. What is their personality? Because there are some life and death gods who are that whole morbid, morose thing, like me. And then there are some life and death gods that seem to be happy and whimsical and silly all the time. The downside of that is, especially here, a lot of creatures reside in the Fey realm. So what if the Fey that we're looking for, the whistling little creature that infects people with this thing, is your god? Because he's in hiding, right?
Yeah.
So if he was hiding in the Feywild away from the upper domains,
It would mean that they were tainted.
also if they were to surround themselves with a bunch of skeletons, all with the corruption of their own making.
Sarlize is from a pocket plane of the Feywild.
Mm.
It's Fey touched. There's the answer.
Damn it!
We're looking for the same thing. We're literally looking for the god of life and death and the person who infected Alos.
Salva, are you able to sense basically if someone's got celestial connections?
Say that again?
Are you able to? I don't actually know. Is there a cleric spell that basically senses?
Buller is with divine sense.
Thank you.
I need
Again.
someone to repeat that.
Something like divine sense, basically.
Probably,
I have divine sense though.
probably like to detect good and evil or something.
That would work.
Shot in the dark. Can you divine sense me?
I have.
Well,
Already.
You can.
Buller can, yeah.
If Buller can, if she wants to.
Yeah, if you asked her, because you're asking Salva right now.
That is Elos asking for you to do it.
Also,
Oh.
there's another thing about the whole power comes from belief thing in this world, in the
Yes.
sense of gods are as powerful as the people who worship them.
Mhm.
So if a demigod didn't know that they were a demigod, they would be a human. However, if a demigod realizes they're a demigod, that's when they start to unlock shit.
Yep.
Bola won't know that though. So Bola just goes, yeah. We'll just kind of like stare at you intensely, and we'll cast Divine Sense.
Yeah, so on that, you feel the strong celestial energy radiate from it, but you're also taken aback by that same emptiness that was described dealing with the infected in Winimere. It is Alos has a weird vacancy and a smell of undeath about her, along with this strong divine energy that comes from
So
Alos.
what?
Now, Divine Sense specifically asks if it's good and like I can detect good and evil. Are you
Like, the
saying
answer
that
to that is
I
yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
just yes to both of them? Got
Yes.
it. And if we're talking about out of celestial, fiend, and undead, she is mostly undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just kind of furrows her brow. She looks at you.
Well, that doesn't seem good. I was hoping for a simple answer.
Me too.
Are they more like me than they think they are?
Yeah. Except, probably
You're
a
just
little bit more powerful.
Oh, so what you're saying is they're just dead inside?
Quickly, as an out-of-game thing, because I haven't brought it up, but it now makes sense. Zach, is there a reason why you gave me radiant resistance?
Yeah, so there's a potential reason.
Hmm.
You know.
Okay.
You, Zach.
I don't know why. Okay. You said
have-
more powerful than Wayne.
Well, Wayne gets his power from
A dead
someone
spirit
else.
who used to be magical. I'm basically,
You,
as much as she leeches off of me, I'm basically stealing from her. It's quite fun. I
But
steal in life
you-
and death.
your power is consistent. It's just pulsing
It's
out of
you.
you.
Further question, Bella.
Yeah.
When you're sensing something,
Mm-hmm.
your weapons, how do they register?
Oh, well. I mean, DM, how do my weapons register?
I can't look at
The
them.
maul is nice glowing beacon of celestial radiance, nice and good.
Cool.
Asana's weapon is deeply, deeply evil. And is deeply evil, but also celestial in
Cool.
power.
But I didn't get so much celestial from Alos, right? I got mostly undead.
Yeah, you got mostly undead, but got celestial as well.
Okay, so I will explain that too, and I'll explain the weapons that I've seen, and we'll explain that to you.
A question that I am very happy to be told no for. May I hold your weapon? Specifically Asana's one.
That's what she said.
Well, I will say no to the maul because it very much might hurt you a lot.
Also, you can't just give it up. They have to beat you in a fight.
I'm not asking to be given it, I'm asking to simply hold it for a moment.
Well, definitely not the maul, to be honest with you.
But that is fine.
I've grown to care about you, so don't want that. But I was told while you were there that Asana's weapon, it requires some sort of a deal to be wielded, and if it's the same energy, I don't think you're even require that. So even touching it could be a bonding. You sure you want to do that?
To explain my thoughts, the reason I'm curious is your weapons were made by gods to kill gods.
Yeah.
My theory is that consumption is a less physical version of one of those weapons. It was made by a god to kill another god. And I don't know if I'm hoping or dreading feeling a sense of kinship to that weapon.
Would you be able to control that weapon, though? It is deeply evil. And you, though you radiate this energy, I don't feel evil. I don't see evil, just darkness.
You could give it to me first, considering I have the soul inside me that made the deal.
I don't want to do that either.
Idea. That is a fucking stupid idea.
Salvar comes in. Fuck
Yeah,
no.
I genuinely feel like that was someone else telling me that.
Give the monster breakfast.
Starlight kind of just flicks her tail like an angry cat.
It's like, no.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting in my armor.
Nice.
If it helps, at the moment, my penchant for evil or power in any sense is minuscule. Healing Wayne took all I had, so there's not much that I can do.
She'll take a look at you. And
if you are
go ahead.
uncomfortable, then that is okay, but... Sorry, did you say go ahead?
I meant, like, you continue your sentence.
Okay, sorry. So I understand if you do not want me to. It is simply a question.
Something inside me has told me that I can't wield it, even if I wanted to. I mean, I probably could, but I would be giving up something of myself for doing it. I am curious if we could use it as a weapon.
I apparently don't have anything to give up.
Exactly. She'll kind of look at everyone in the room. She'll go, okay, but it has to be just you and me. And if the rest of the party wants to be there, cool, just in case something happens, but not here. Also, I don't even think that... Oh, shit.
Wait, do you mean...
Where is it? Because the last time, it was in her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck me sideways. We were not expecting all this to happen.
We gotta go.
No, it's gone.
probably
We've been gone a week.
It's gone. It's gone. We've been gone a week. They've ransacked her apartment.
It's gonna be with everything else. It's gonna literally be in the weird shit pile that they made where they're gonna keep all of the fucking souls. That's where it's gonna be.
Because it's not like Bola wrapped it like it was special. So
Well,
it's not like they're gonna... It just looks really ornate to them,
Here's the
but
thing,
like
though.
also, you know,
If it requires something to be able to take it,
yeah.
they might not have been able to.
Asana, who did you make alliances with here before you died, knowing that this was where everyone was going to be and it's another part of your plan?
Oh, well, that would be telling.
You
Shut
were
up.
you were just going to sit dormant inside Rayleigh until she was 18 years old and you were collecting all of your power, and then you'd have a fresh new body and a fresh new life to ruin and a fresh new city and a world to conquer. Don't tell me to shut up, because you knew you were going to die that day anyway. We just managed to put a little kink in your plan. So tell us the rest of it.
And I very specifically use Vicious Mockery just on Asana. Not on
No,
Wayne.
because not quite, because she isn't fronted out at the moment. So right now, Asana's
It'll
still
be
on
at
the
Wayne.
inside, so you'd just be hitting Wayne. And also, they're having this conversation internally, so you can't hear
Oh,
what
so
they're
he's not
saying.
speaking out loud.
No.
No, this is an internal conversation. Where she's gonna reply and say, "Oh yes, let me take this time to regale you in the details of my plan." Course not, you twat.
Do I have to blast you with psychic energy again?
Oh, God. I would not tell you on my dying breath.
You're already dead, so let's go with that.
Oh, not for much longer, honey. Not for much longer. Just you fucking wait. I am gonna lord this shit over you.
No, I think you'll find I'm Wayne, not wait. You ignorant bitch.
Oh, fuck you!
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No. Oh! You are incessant!
Turns out even though I have no emotions, I still have wit.
Oh.
Unlike you, you intelligent half.
If I had a long rest, I could answer all of these questions. I have spells for this that I don't have active. I could answer everything.
The only other
Spells
thing...
for days!
This is Wayne switching back to speaking outwardly. The only other thing that I want to do while everyone's resting, I'm aware that you have your conversation with the teller to have. When everyone goes to sleep, I want to go and have a conversation with the Krakens while they're resting.
Are you fucking mad?
No, I'm not going to be anywhere near them. I'm just going to enter their dreams.
Lewis, I love you.
Oh,
And
you didn't know I
Bola's
could do that?
I didn't know you could do that.
It's the same thing that I did in the one shot when I spoke to.
Victoria knew he
Oh,
could
yeah.
do that. Bola didn't know he could do that.
Damn.
Yeah, we've used it before.
I might have done it to give you a little bit of an advantage in your fight with the brothers, because they look tired, right? Turns out I can give people nightmares just as much as I can make them happy dreams.
Bola's kind of mad at that actually, because she thought she did it on her own.
They were also cheating. You don't have to feel slighted. We just evened the playing field, made it a fair fight.
I'm just
So,
You're cute when you're angry.
really confused that even Wayne said that.
All right, can I put point in motion? What are we doing now?
Well, I have to go to the teller.
Rob, you can actually ask that as Salva.
That's a good point, but the thing is, I feel like after all the discussions we've had, I feel like, yes, we do need to go see the teller.
Yeah, that's the next
Yes,
port of call. Basically, we need to do one thing at a time, because if we
Yeah.
don't, everything's gonna...
That's why I'm asking if we decide a process,
Okay.
because I feel like
Yeah.
after we see the teller, we need to decide a next step after that, so we're all on the
Well,
same
I think
page.
we said Bulla and Starlight were going to the teller, right?
That was just Bola.
Yeah, I thought it was
It
just
needs to
Bella.
be
He's
just
too
Bullock, because it said
scared.
meet alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it
yeah.
did say meet alone. That's
Um,
right. Go ahead.
As a point, the teller knows a lot of people might know where that hammer went.
Exactly. I need to know if my
The hammer might have gone specifically to the Krakens as a gesture of good faith, considering wasn't the teller very... Oh, fuck. The teller might have it.
the teller could have it.
He was
could have put
literally
it-
eyeing it and saying how pretty it was.
He
Did
could
I
have
notice?
it.
Did I notice it on him when he was at the cards playing cards? I know he's playing cards, but I mean, like, is it one of those weapons where like I must keep it with me at all times?
No, you didn't notice it then.
Okay.
Because
You
he
know, they
did
on
mention
display.
with that kind of weapon, you would have like all eyes on you, kind of like shit. You would hold that type of name. I mean, but she's just like, if he does have it, he'll tell me. If he knows where it is, he'll tell me, because he knows I'm the only one that can end this shit. Well, not the only one, but
You're the
I'm just
face.
gonna have to talk.
Bella, how much
Yeah.
do you trust him?
As far as she can throw him. Which is very far.
Exactly. As long as he knows that I will end him, which he does know. So he won't do
That's-
anything too stupid.
But you said the hammer could potentially corrupt a person.
Yes.
I know you're meeting alone, but it might be wise to at least have the rest of us nearby if needed.
Okay.
Because I understand that you trust him, but if he does have the hammer, there's no telling how much he's changed.
True.
Pros. If they
So-
can sense taint, as we've all discovered that some of us have, that'll be an issue.
Lovely. So you're going to see the teller next. Just to clarify, that is what we want to do next.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and we're all going to see the teller. Well, all of you are going. Only Bulla's actually
Yeah,
approaching.
the rest of us will stay like
Yes.
with like a street or two away, so we're close enough, but not in view.
I'm still going to require a stealth check here to be able to, because not only that, but you are currently wanted, so you're going to need a stealth check to not get recognised.
I'm going to change my glamored armor so I look like a guard wearing a necklace.
Nice. Then you both automatically succeed.
Didn't you say that Rob's armor does pass without a trace?
And
Yes.
invisibility.
No, not invisibility, but yes.
Oh,
to pass
not
without a
invisibility.
trace.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was saying no to invisibility, yes to pass without a trace.
So
Okay.
is that for everyone or just me?
Anyone
Well,
nearby?
pass without a trace is a
anyone
30
nearby?
foot sphere.
Yeah,
Okay. I take that's like one use a day, isn't it? Or
yeah.
okay. We'll do that.
Cool. So add the plus 10. What do you get?
31.
Nice.
Nice. Yep. So Wayne just completely disappears into the void for a moment. I'm just like.
Wayne, where'd you go? I'm right here.
So two of us look like guards, which can also help if people question you two. Because if on the off chance someone does, it's easy enough to lie and say we're already dealing with it.
And if anyone questions us, maybe it might be good if I talk, because I don't talk a lot. So more convincing.
Oh, small point of note, people might be on the lookout for a white devil.
Why?
That has weird context to it, saying it just normally. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is Ace Ventura here? Or...
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, how do you think I got the necklaces? I was down here with you the whole time.
Chakaka.
Backwater.
So,
You didn't meet them, however. I have a friend called Milcom.
Oh God.
Don't worry, Milcom has to listen to my exact instructions. And he took essentially, these guards, if you take the necklaces off of them, they go catatonic. Because it's the only connection that they have with their soul.
Just point out that there's two of them that are friendly, Amy and Alice. If you bring them about again, or her, yeah. They, them, she, he, it, as
It.
the shit. Yes.
So, I'm going to jump over and describe the market to you, because actually the marketplace is quite vibrant. There's a lot of guards around here, but the bards are singing, people are trading, there is much merriment. It actually seems quite nice. You're able to... Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you're having a absolutely wonderful... it's looking at all these people having an absolute wonderful time. Bulla, you move through the crowd. What is Bulla doing to sort of be a bit stealthier?
Well, for sure, we'll like throw on like, rather than like her usual halter top, she'll probably throw on like a jacket and like a cloaked jacket kind of thing,
Yeah.
hooded.
Do you want to dress as the Pope again, or?
We'll actually,
Are we doing a Kenobi thing? Are we doing Kenobi's stealth where he has the
like
head?
straight up
yeah.
Kenobi. I would have given my maul to somebody to hold, so she doesn't have a weapon on her.
I mean, I'm gonna be within 30 feet of you, so.
Right. So I would have given my maul
need
for
to
someone to
ixnay
hold.
my staff, so.
I'm
Right.
gonna say it's gonna be very hard for you to get within 30 feet. Like,
Oh wait,
stealth
hang on.
works to a certain point.
I can't hold the hammer, can I?
No, you
The
can
maul?
hold the hammer. The maul. You can hold the
You can
maul.
hold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can hold it. Yeah, it's big, but you're tall and big, so you're taller than Bulla.
And I'm in a frickin' mech suit.
Oh wait, so Salva can hold it, but not me?
No.
Hey, bitch, I'm divine.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what.
Oh no,
Let me tell you
that
what.
was smooth. I love that.
I'm
Baby,
messing
I'm
you here.
divine. Oh dear, that's Rob's powers of seduction coming out there.
Oh Lord, this maul be divine, baby.
Hey, you want me to show you my mall? So,
Oh my god.
moving on, as you come up, you see that the teller's there sat on a little bench, and he slides partially to the side without looking over towards you directly.
Bulla will actually kind of like probably buy like an ale or something to just blend in even more.
Yep.
Do a lap, like we'll see him, we'll do a lap around the market like she's looking around, buy the ale and sit there.
Hello, darling. Wasn't expecting to see you back, we thought you were a goner.
You know me, it's not like anyone could take me out.
I know, right? Everyone's talking about a missing oracle. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You can just see, like, you can see with the corner of your eye the huge, dirty grin on his face.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Course not, darling. Course not. Well, I hear you want to fight the Krakens, even with everything going on. You want to get back in.
Well, here's the thing. Krakens are a bit untrustable at the moment, considering that they have a bit more of an official position now.
Yes, the Viceroy ship. Lucky them. You know,
Yeah.
moving up in the world, but you'll be glad to know that they gladly accept the opportunity for a fight. And not only do they gladly accept the opportunity, they want to ask about your new terms.
Before we discuss that, I would like to know a little bit of information, seeing I was indisposed for a little bit.
How can I help you today, dearie?
The twins, where are they?
Hiding in their hole, as per usual. Trying to keep their heads down with the guards running around, running amok.
So they haven't joined the whole shindig.
Nah, they're on the outside for now. It's been a bit of a nightmare, actually. It's bloody hard to get a magistrate that will actually take the bribes these days. They're actually doing their job for a change. Ugh. Seems
Imagine.
insufferable. I know, right? Who knew it took
You
an
wouldn't-
invasion?
And you wouldn't know anything of a orc named Anya, would you?
Yeah, because that's the orc from the village, isn't it? Yeah. You see, he goes, "Oh, isn't he a petal?" Sorry, I had to just do a quick history check there. Did well, does remember. As he
Awesome.
Goes, yep. As you see, he goes, "Oh, he's a petal." Yes, I do. He's runs that little dig up north. Couple I don't know how far it is. It's bloody ages away. It's like a day or a bit's travel. Up
Right.
north. Yeah, it's a lovely little place. Weird orcish traditions, but then again, I'm sure you feel right at home in that sort of thing.
We'll ignore the racist comment. No. Not racist, more prejudice, but anyway.
I mean, that would literally be here. They are D&D calls them races, so like that. I see what you mean. Like, that technically is correct to the area.
Right.
Yeah.
And she'll just nod and she'll go, "What does he say about everything that is going down in Azeroth?"
Well, I don't know much. I do know that he's supposed to be a vassal, and I know that he hasn't declared the support like a couple other smaller vassals. So at the moment, he appears to be opposing them. He hasn't accepted Brother Rohin's leadership.
And what say you about Brother Rohin's leadership?
Well, it seems to have thoroughly trashed my businesses, as I've had the magistrates crawling out over everywhere, the guardsmen who won't take bribes, magistrates who won't take bribes. It's an absolute palaver, I'm telling you this now. And I know that I might be a businessman, but I do have a heart. You know, not all capitalists are heartless. I do have a heart myself, and I do actually care about who's in charge. And if you ask me, having the church in charge ain't no way. You know, and disestablishmentarianism has a very strong role within this society, so I am not exactly his fan for those reasons. Now, why would you be asking such a question? Sounds a little bit treacherous.
How quick can you get a message to Anya?
Still have access to a couple of mages, so pretty quickly.
I would like to get a message out to the twins, to Anya. The twins have to answer my call. Anya doesn't. I'm sure he'll remember Bola, the one that her and her friends ended the evil that was radiating from the Leviathan.
We may be in public, so I shan't be too specific, but you planning on doing something even a fraction as bad as what I'm imagining you're planning on doing?
Only if it works. And it will.
Well, in such a process of doing what it is you're planning on, there is always a need for someone to have their ear to the ground. He looks over and says, and I'm sure you'll remember who helped you out afterwards.
You'll be handsomely paid, I promise you. Also, one more question. What of my territory, my ring, and my apartment? You know if it was ransacked?
Seized by the magistrates, unfortunately. Heretical
Everything
land
in it?
Heretical land has been nationalised and been all ownership and deeds transferred over to the state.
I see.
There's some stuff still left in the flat. It's been left empty. I haven't had a chance to have a proper look around, but I didn't see your hammer, no.
If you can do so without getting caught, I would appreciate it. But if not, I understand.
I can
But first,
make some inquiries.
I'm looking for my weapon, the one you liked so much.
Yes. Unfortunately, that has been expropriated as well, along with the property.
Figured.
It's all down at the Citadel, darling. But, you're going to have one hell of a time if you're having such the party that I believe you're planning.
Well, you did say that the Krakens did want a fight still, even today.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of a coup?
You see that he looks around him. I need to do a check for him right now. You can see that his eyes very quickly dart around the environment surrounding him. Sorry, I missed that. I mean, about that party from earlier, I would be pretty supportive of that. Not only are you a very profitable person to get behind, but I happen to agree with the cause as well.
Of course. I would really love to bring all my friends to this party too.
Oh, definitely. I'll make sure that you've got all the right friends there. The twins, definitely invited. I'll see what I can do about our orcish friends to the north.
Of course.
I may know some other individuals. Others that don't like other parties. Might be interested in your party.
Wonderful.
I could
So
make
you
some
can-
quiet inquiries if you would like so.
I would love that. And I would love to have all my friends in line before we launch a surprise party like this.
Oh,
And once all my friends are in line, we'll send a formal request of me accepting the terms of this party.
Excellent. finalise up your plans, let me know. I shall inform the Krakens that you wish to fight. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
Terribly.
Well, good luck on your party planning, and you know how to reach me, baby.
I do. If you can get that information about my old flat, let me know.
I'm on it like a car bonnet. That's not a thing that exists in this universe, so I don't know what I just said.
She'll nod and kind of laugh at it, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. She kind of missed his demeanor. After the darting of the eyes, though, she does want to insight check him and see if she can actually trust him.
Sure. Give me an insight.
Doesn't have very high insight, but let's see. Bola likes to come through sometimes, so come on, Bola. And she did with a dirty 20. Come on, bitch.
So on that
+1 on insight.
Filthiest of 20s. You realize that he is a very security conscious man right now, and your insight on it is more that he's very aware of there being ears around. So his darting around was most likely worrying that someone might overhear him having such a seditious thought.
Right. Okay. She'll just nod at him. We'll let him leave and we'll just finish her drink. And when the drink is finished, she'll probably kind of sit for 5 minutes admiring the market and we'll leave.
Yeah. Excellent. For the rest of you, I'm going to say that you kind of wait for Bulla to sort of play out the rest of the scenario. And as she finally gets up and leaves, you are ready to go back to the tavern. Is that what you would all like to do first?
Yeah. For me, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
I was just going to say to Bulla, do you know the first name of Lady Kraken?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not messaging you. I'm waiting for you to come back and then asking you the question.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like from the ethereal. Ethereal. Remember what was it?
Etherealness.
Etherealness. That was amazing.
Etherealness.
Damn it, Dean.
DM, do I know them by their first name? All I know there's a mom,
No, you don't. You don't actually know what their real names are.
No, I don't.
No, because
You're muted, Case.
As someone that grew up in the city, do I?
Ooh, you would.
Because while I spent a lot of time in the temple, I still imagine I would know about leading nobility from a religious perspective.
And they control all the trade too.
Exactly.
I'm just bringing up. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just getting up the. Oh, come on. Oh, stop being a dick. I can't find them. This is really annoying. 1 second.
You got it.
I'm sorry, what did I miss? While we're
Kraken's name.
Oh, Kraken's name? Okay.
Like all their names. There's the mom. I believe you said there's a grandpa and a younger son. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
Hydrate!
Hydrate check, guys! It's
Still
gonna be
drinking
more
my
beer
tea.
for me.
That's cider.
Yeah.
That's dihydrate, Zach.
Dihydrate, not hydrate. Very, very distinct difference.
We're
now,
British.
we can give ourselves a dihydrate button, because I'm sure most of us have alcohol nearby.
We're
Oh,
British, we
yeah.
get to choose.
But have it on like an hour timer for streams. Because all of us have to do it. I will, however, join you.
Kingsley. Okay.
Kinsley
That's the-
and Lynetta. Kinsley
Lynetta.
and Lynetta.
And if I
Lynetta is
remember
lady.
correctly,
Mhm.
it's a matriarchal family. Like,
Yes.
while the whole city is patriarchal in the fact that you can't have a female queen,
Mm.
they operate on the fact that the woman is the boss.
Yes, they're a matriarchal family, yeah.
You said Lynetta.
Yes, Lynetta and Kinsley.
Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
What am I thinking?
Huh.
Those are the names. I'm not gonna head straight back to the tavern.
Okay, where are you off to?
So pulling up the hood of the armor and with the glamour for basically to have a helmet on, so I'm not recognizable.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna walk over and look at the temple and see what's going on there. Because last time we were there was basically an army inside of it.
Can I come with?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm just going separately, but I don't mind if people come.
I mean, since we're both disguised, I think
Yeah.
we drop them off and then go to the temple, or
Yeah, I don't mind either way.
Okay,
'cause
so
I feel like at this point it'll be like
so who's going to the temple? Right, hold on.
Me and Salvar are going to the temple.
mhm.
Cool. Okay, everyone else is going back to the tavern. Let's follow you two to the temple, and then we're going to be ending up after that. We're going to close.
Okay.
out.
Oh my gosh, this session! Crazy! Okay.
I am
Okay.
going to punch the ever-loving. Starlight isn't a barbarian, but she might take
Right.
one level just to punch Asana in the face with rage.
Bola will train you. Bola will train you for sure.
Death.
One
by
level,
snoo,
just
snoo.
the one.
Death by snooze.
No,
snooze.
no, death.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that was so fucking good, that meme.
Oh, yeah. So, you both arrive. Which temple are you going to be clear?
The my one, the Morgans.
Temple of the Morrigan.
Because last time we were there were barricades and an army and everything.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to go to mine.
You
Yeah.
approach up to the outside of the building, and it looks fine. Clean, decent nick. Doors closed out front. No one immediately around that's obvious.
Okay. Are there like guards at all?
Nope. No guards. No protection of any kind, actually.
Interesting.
Actually, both of you give me perception checks quickly.
Bet. I'm gonna guide myself.
Same here. I'm also going to use one of my DM inspirations because I was in that one. Oh, that's better. Okay, thank God for that.
I'm also using an inspiration. Okay. Plus perception.
Don't you have disadvantage?
Yeah, that's why I did the
Yeah.
thing because with the disadvantage, I rolled originally a 16 and a 5, so re-rolled to get a 19 and a 16 on the die,
I
Which-
got... Go on.
total of 32.
Oh, okay. I got a dirty 20, so...
So, both of you would rapidly sort of realize that there is some level of illusory magic surrounding the outside of the building. Alice in particular, you'll realize it because none of the patterns look right. You can tell
Okay.
someone has wrapped the building in an illusion, and the patterning is very intricate and detailed. And it's clearly an illusion by somebody who didn't fully grasp what it looked like on the outside.
Yeah.
It's an approximation, good enough for most people, but you in particular, like, yeah, that's bollocks.
Mm.
And I would say that Alos as well will realize that the door itself has some faint runes. The runes are tiny, but you rolled stupidly well.
Yeah.
You can see these tiny little runes surrounding the locks on there. They're very, very faint, but you realize that in essence it's trapped.
Mm.
I remember that from last time.
Do you mind coming on a slight adventure?
I don't think you're in any condition to do any stupid shit.
I'm not. Is it stupid if no one knows it exists?
There's gonna be
In
really
reference to the secret tunnel.
Who knows it exists? Other than yourself.
Only people within the church, to my knowledge, and that is not the people that have done this.
Oh! I forgot, sorry, it's a really important detail that you see on the outside of the building. Is the row of nooses from before.
Yeah.
They're still up there.
Hmm.
But they have built additional... they've built it longer and added additional nooses.
Are there
that
bodies?
None in them currently. There are inscriptions on each one.
First sign of danger, we leave. You understand?
Of course. And I would then like to go to the entrance to the secret tunnel that we now know where the outside is.
Secret tunnel. Sorry.
Wait, I have a button for this, damn it.
Do you?
My time has come.
And yeah, I'll try to as subtly as possible open up the secret as subtly as possible. Open up and go into the tunnel.
You open up, go through. It does look exactly the same on the inside as before. You remember the little bolt hole that was at the bottom? Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like it's the only difference being it's gathered a layer of dust now.
That's good. That's good.
And you are now on the inside. And
so we'll get into the inside part of it. I won't go in immediately, just look to see if it's safe to even go any further.
You look out, and it is deathly quiet. Everything is just caked in dust. It is entirely silent in the building.
Look like it's been ransacked at all, or?
Yeah, a lot of the area still looks damaged from the night that you were here last. You can see the damage left over. You realise that it has been sort of cleaned, as in they kind of pushed all of the rubble into corners and whatnot. But they seem to have not used the space since because...
Salva?
Yes?
If I remember, there was a worry about implicating Tara's tavern and as a result her family.
Right.
No one else knows that this tunnel exists. If no one ever opens the door, no one knows people are inside of it.
Right.
This could be a much safer place to keep people without putting place in danger.
The nooses outside would say otherwise.
They're outside, sure. There is dust on the floor. No one has been inside.
We can consider it an option.
Points for creativity. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to head back now. I just wanted to...
Wait. Are there storerooms here?
There are. And...
Close.
Yeah, pretty close to where you are, because you're in the lower part of the temple.
I mean, when you can teleport, everything's close.
Yeah, that's actually a better point, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll snap Salva to a storeroom.
Yeah, you just... And you appear in front of a storeroom.
What's left inside?
You open the door, and you first open the door into the pantry. There's quite a bit of food in here. A lot of the food that you ate was preserves, so most of it's fine. You know, there's just lots of jars, lots of stuff that's kept pickled and whatnot.
Spell
Salted.
components?
There's a separate room for that.
Yes, that's the separate room.
That's what I meant, yeah.
You can come out of the pantry and the storerooms and move over to your casting rooms.
Yes.
What are you looking for? Because there are a variety of rooms that have components for different forms of spells.
I need... Hang on. All my spells, mate.
Do you know what? Hold on. How many things do you need?
How many things?
How many?
As soon as I get to my spells, because D&D Beyond is being funny at the moment. Why is it doing this? Get off this, you fucking tit. Thank you. Specifically, I need. Where the fuck is that spell? There it is. I need herbs, oils, incenses, and incenses worth at least 1,000 gold.
Okay. That will be under divine magics. And as you go in, I'm going to need you to roll me a luck check, Rob. Alos, give me a investigation check to look for the things.
Okay, once again, guiding because I'm already fucked with the disadvantage. Okay. 16.
I just want to clarify one thing, right? What do the dice represent?
Right, the single number is the
Units.
units, and then the next one is the
Tens.
tens. That's it. Sorry, I am exceedingly drunk.
The single unit would be the lowest of the calculation, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 1. I'm not.
So you rolled 0, 0, 1.
Yes. I'm
Wow.
not even joking.
Damn.
I literally rolled a 1. I wish I had that for divine intervention.
Go off, Rob. Go off.
You walk in, and this thing is in fully stocked with many different spell components. Very expensive.
You want a wish? We got a wish.
There are spell scrolls.
You want a
in
hero's
here.
feast? There's a chalice for you right there, you dumb bastard.
I'm going to send a photo just in case, but...
Yeah,
Oh, do you-
no.
hang
Oh
on.
no, I don't need a photo. Believe you, Rob. I believe
Okay.
you. I'm not assuming.
So I had to double check that because I just like, did I roll a 1 or a 100? I'm just like, fuck.
100 is when you see 3 zeros.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's 1 and 2 zeros, yeah. So yeah, oh shit.
So what do you want to take?
Okay, I'm gonna take. Okay, so I will take what I need, the 1,000 gold's worth of stuff I need for that specific spell.
Okay.
I would also, if it's available to me.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
give me a shopping list. I'll tell you what's there.
Okay, diamonds.
Oh
was gonna
yeah,
ask-
there's
I
some
was gonna
diamonds.
ask about
there,
that.
There are diamonds in here.
Diamond specific.
With what value?
500.
Yep, you find
Can-
4 of them.
Can I grab 2 300s?
Yep, yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, I need to write this. Someone write this down. Okay.
Yep.
And one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm prepared to get greedy or not. That's the thing.
Mate, fucking go for it.
And
Any
from an-
gemming? Any gemming? Okay, 2 more things. Just 2 more things. Anything like a portable, like an orb worth 1,000 that I could do scrying.
On a 1, yeah, fuck, that's there.
And the
Yeah,
final
you find
thing,
one.
just to be greedy, I'm just gonna be one thing here: a gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000.
What's that one for?
Scrying.
No.
Hero's Feast?
Yep.
I thought it was a goblet.
It will. Yeah, it's a bowl or a goblet,
Oh,
and it will.
definitely, yeah.
It will consume it. So yeah.
Yes.
And that is all I need.
Excellent. You also find a couple of spell scrolls.
Oh.
Lovely. So you find a spell scroll of mass heal.
Oh my, okay.
Hang on, I need to write this down in my notes.
Wait, like 9th level mass heal.
Mass heal.
Fuck.
Hang on. Stuff.
You find power word harm.
Okay.
Is this what Alice found, or?
That's what both of you are finding. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making notes just of everything that comes up.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, do the same.
And the last one that you find, you find a Maroth's mind cage.
A what?
What?
Amarov's mind cage.
Amarovs.
Amarov's
So-
mind
Oh.
cage.
What level spell is
You
that?
went southern there for like all of 2 seconds.
Amaros.
Amaran's mind cage
Um,
there, honey.
Oh, here he coming.
What level
Oh,
spell?
look at some fire!
It is an 8th level spell that can be upcast to 9. It is a homebrew spell,
Yep.
and it is fucking brutal. This spell is able to immobilize and incapacitate a creature, trapping them within their own mind. Deals a total of 60-10 psychic damage. And if you are able to maintain, there are 3 saves that they make that are contested against you, which is your will. I made this in 3.5. Wisdom. And it is a contested wisdom. And if they are not able to, if they get 3 failures, like with death saves, 3 failures, 3 saves, 3 saves, they wake up after a minute. 3 failures, they are trapped in their own body for a month.
Oh, that's fucked up. I like it.
I love it.
Okay, so clarify. Mass healing scroll. Powered harm scroll.
Yep.
Amarov's mind cage scroll.
Moros, yeah.
Um,
An orb of scrying for me. A bowl of a bowl.
Yep.
The supplies I need for spell.
Yep.
and then a bunch of diamonds of varying values.
Yes.
Um,
I got 4 diamonds specifically for the
and I've got
500.
2 of mine. I will also, just before we disappear, would like to boot back up to Soren's study, because before we were in there and it was like just a very quick snap and grab. But I'd like to properly look around there, either for anything more that's hidden away, and then specifically anything that indicates where she might have gone.
Give me a investigation check.
Okay, guidance.
You get ready to banff us out if needed, okay?
Yeah, no, I rolled really fucking well. I rolled a nat 20 and a 14 for a total of a 21.
Yeah, nat 20, that's
Disadvantage, so 14 plus stuff to
14.
21.
Yeah, got it. So on a 21, you find two things you remark upon in particular. The first one
Okay.
is there was a fight in here. There is damage from a battle. You clearly, she was taken, and not willingly.
Okay.
No evidence that of like there's a couple of like scorch marks and a bit of blood. You don't think she was killed in here. Well, I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
You just spoke to her, but like, you know, like it doesn't. It looks like there was a fight, but a brief one.
Okay.
The second thing that you remark upon is a chest. You go under her bed, and most of this room is pretty compliant to the order. It's quite
Yeah.
light on personal possessions. You know, most of what's in here is directly related to her role as matron.
Yeah.
You find that there's a chest. You don't recognize the markings on it. It looks very old. Really, really old. Very tattered. And its markings and writings, whatever it's written in, is so archaic you do not even recognize what is written on here. It's like trying to read actual Shakespeare. Like if you read real Shakespeare today.
Salva,
Yeah.
wild fucking shot here. I don't know if it's you've lost your memories or they're just subdued. Don't suppose this makes any sense to you.
History check, please.
Oh, fuck it, guidance. Ooh, that does. Might look. It's not good. It's a 12, even with the guidance.
It's definitely writing.
Yeah.
Looks kind of
Yes.
It looks kind of Sylvan-y.
In a way that I can interpret, or too old for me to interpret?
Old Sylvan-y. Like this has
Cool.
clearly like been written a fair few hundreds of years ago.
Like, hey, like shoots and whistles kind of Sylvan? Okay. Does the chest open?
It does, because the lock on it has been disabled already.
Oh no. Okay. But it was
Alas.
placed. It was, yeah.
Ready to get us out of here. Okay. In case.
You open the chest, and inside you see a sketch. The sketch shows a bay. Like, it looks like a beach and a bay, and you recognize a jetty in the background with a ship, with a large galleon type thing done on this sketch. It's really beautiful. And at first you can't quite tell because it's an impressionistic sketch. You know, the types that you get when you go into like London and Paris and stuff, and they do those, And then you recognise that one of them is quite clearly Sorin, and the other a Dragonborn.
Oh shit.
Smiling together, holding hands, with her sticking her tongue out as she's doing it, like it's doing like blowing a little raspberry, and with a like eye rolling Dragonborn. Beneath that, you find a book. Again, the script on the front of it is old Sylvan-y.
Yeah.
And you open it up and see the same. None of the text in here makes much sense. Like, you can recognize individual characters and words in the same way if you read true Old English.
Yeah.
You can kind of make it out from a couple of bits, but it makes no sense. The grammar rules are all off, loads of words are changed, it's bizarre.
Just a reminder that Starlight says comprehend languages for those.
Yeah.
I remember, yes. So, yeah, you find this book.
I remember you remember. I'm not sure they remember.
Just with the thing through, does the word Dragonborn appear at any point during that book? From, like, the bits we can make out.
Raw intelligence check. Give it to me raw.
12. Wait, first? No, yes,
Hey,
12
baby.
disadvantage.
I see.
I'll give you something, Razak.
I was gonna say, listen, God.
Oh wait, where's my voice from? Anyway.
Oh God, no, you really would fucking send me.
We're all armed now.
Yes.
We're all armed.
We can both
Why is
get
it I can see you twice, Lissa?
because
Yeah.
I somehow turned my picture-in-picture on.
Oh,
Okay.
so, you look through, and yeah, Dragonborn's written in here a fair few times. I'm gonna say as well, it's not super high. You recognise Salvar's name in there a fair few times as well.
Ah.
I am very concerned about what Starlight will read in this now.
Does it look like it's a book or like a diary?
Oh, it looks like a journal. It looks like a diary.
I believe
I'm
this
gonna need a drink for this one.
is
Never mind.
stuff that I, for my sanity, should not try to read further into, but you might want to purely to understand stuff.
Can't hear you, Rob.
Alas, that wasn't me.
I know.
I get where you're coming from, though. You might learn some things, but I'm afraid I saw a vile person. And it wasn't me. And I'm afraid if I read that, I won't touch it.
That's.
Take it with you if you want, but I'm not touching it.
I understand. I realize that, especially for you, that is a lot. So I don't blame you. I will pocket the journal. I'll leave the drawing where it is. But is there anything else in the chest just before we move
The
on?
chest does appear to be looted. Those were the only things left behind.
That's fine.
So you think that it was clearly everything else was gutted out of this thing?
Yeah. Okay. I'll put the chest back under the bed. I will pocket the book, and I will warp us back to the secret tunnel entrance, and we head back.
Nice. I'm gonna say no. You did get no, because you were looking directly at the building. When you did the perception check, did that include the surroundings of the building, or were you just doing? Yes,
because we're looking at gallows as well. So
yeah.
Okay, I will say, because you got a 32 earlier, something else you would have noticed is that the ones that haven't been used, you realise that there are notice signs put up on some of the nearby buildings as you walk past.
Yep.
That are it is a public statement of writ, declaring the execution of 6 traitors the next morning.
Do we know the names?
Doesn't specify. It just it is a public notification that 6 traitors will be executed in the morning.
Salva, you said they were cleaning house in the morning.
Yes.
What's the chances that she knows that if she's not involved?
Sorry, say that again?
What are the chances that she knows that if she's not one of those 6?
Because she said she was on patrol.
No, she didn't.
Did she not?
She said she didn't have time to speak.
She was on the morning. On the morning. That's what she said.
In the morning, clearing house.
In the morning, clearing house. Yeah.
And Merrick's missing.
Can't speak, not safe.
Yep.
To be precise.
Merrick is missing. A couple others went missing.
Shit.
We need to be here tomorrow morning.
I know where Merrick is. Merrick was actually breaking people out, so...
But we don't know if he succeeded.
Yeah.
He just went down into the citadel.
I'm out of scrying. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the ability
That's
to
fine. All I'm saying, tomorrow at dawn, we need to be here.
I need 8 hours sleep, and I can do a lot at that point. That will help out.
We all can.
Yeah. I think everyone needs that long rest at this point.
Making that connection, I'm then, not sprinting, but walking very quickly back to the tavern.
Excellent.
That's a really cool name, by the way. ADHD Adventures.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're the ones who I played It's an All-Girl Party with.
Nice.
At Gen Con.
Very nice.
I did have one thing I wanted to do, but I can do it at the start of next session if you want to call it.
Let's get that covered then, and we'll do it the next session.
Okay.
Yep. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Dream on the Lady of the Krakens, who is named
Lynette.
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 That was Lynetta.
Yeah, Lynetta.
Yeah, it was Lynette.
Ah.
Lynetta.
Yep.
So, what check is she doing again? I can't remember.
A wisdom saving throw.
Right. Fuck, you're making me bring her stats back up. Shit. Hold on. Making me actually work for it? Ugh.
Do it, you whore.
Oh, Rob!
You know you like it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she fails.
Okay.
Yeah, she fails.
I'll talk to her then next session, but the whole point is I'm going to invade her dreams.
Oh, said the actress.
I mean,
Bishop.
basically, because I'm casting Dream, I'm actually shaping the dream that she's going to have.
Oh, what dream are you giving her?
You're
what
not
are you doing?
wrong.
It's going
I
to.
need to hear it.
It's going to start with her kind of as a younger, say, teenage woman, and she's going to be playing with marionettes, the old-fashioned sort of. But one of them looks like Brother Rohim, and the other one looks like the princess. So she's the one controlling the two of them from the sidelines. And then she's going to look up and she's going to see strings on her hands, and she's going to look up, and she's going to see the looming presence of Wayne's undead state. And all she's going to hear is, "Good evening, Lynetta."
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So, yeah, that's fucking successful. Okay. You succeed.
Who puppets the puppeteer and all that?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's especially effective in her case. That is going to be the end of today's session. I've had a fun time playing today. I don't know about everyone
I'm now
else.
seriously considering, very seriously considering taking that one level in fucking Barbarian just to beat Asana's face in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just to
you
beat
could
her
you
fucking
could
face
also
in.
just take the level in Bard and then get Tavern Brawler.
Yeah.
You can do that. That makes more sense.
Oh, you're fucking right.
Because
Okay.
honestly, I see you breaking a bottle over Asana's head more than just punching a square in the face.
Not wrong. Not wrong. She's still gonna go to Bulla for this because we need some girl on girl time, and not in that way.
Phrasing.
We need them having a good wholesome moment.
Yeah.
But you've got Alfred to do.
Yes, last
He
session.
fucking spilled cider on the button. Now it's like takes a lot of extra click to it. So
Not.
Rubbing alcohol.
I don't
Get like
have rubbing alcohol
90%
out.
isopropyl.
I've got
Okay,
a bit of IPA.
Rob, I'm going to buy you a first aid kit.
I have
A
figured-
basic first aid kit and some rubbing alcohol. I have your address. I can do this.
Rob, you almost certainly have got to have an IPA in your house, haven't you?
A what?
You not got any
No, that would just make it more sticky because there's more ingredients in the
IPA?
I have plasters.
beer.
Yeah, okay.
If he had vodka, on the other hand, that might do it.
But yes. Anyway, we're going to get going now. I've had a wonderful time DMing today. These have been our lovely
We've had a
players.
huge turnout on our watchers too.
We
which is
Yeah.
have.
nice.
Yeah,
It's been
all
so
of
nice
you.
to have so many of you here, which has been very awesome. So yeah, we've had lots of watchers. We had that hype train and all of those itty bitties. I love you all for the itty bitties.
And the subs too.
and
The
subs,
raiders.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
I'm down for it. So, love you all dearly, and we shall be
Zach
on.
relates to people who sub.
Look, Slytherin. Rob does hate himself
Oh,
enough
you're
to
a
have
cunt.
Everclear.
Okay,
but
everybody.
he would not
bye.
have Everclear.